Hello, everybody! Welcome to the Tabletop Spinners. I don't know what Tabletop Sinners is, but that's not where you're at. The Tabletop Spinners fundraising stream marathon thingamabooble that's happening this week. My name is Mikey Fatum, and tonight I am going to be taking these lovely players into a world of kung fu and bullets and cars and other things that explode and stuff as we play one of my favorite role-playing games, Feng Shui 2nd Edition, and by Robin D. Laws, by the way. And so we'll just go around real quick and introduce everybody before we get into the game. So hello again, I'm Mikey Fatum, and my pronouns are he, him. Luna, you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Luna, she, they, and I'm here to have some fun tonight.
Dusty?
Hello, my name is Dusty. My pronouns are they, she, and I'm also here to have some fun tonight.
Gus?
I'm Gus, he, him, / I don't care. Yeah, let's see if we can destroy some random things.
I love destruction. It's one of my favorite things. Alright, so the concept of Feng Shui as a game is that we are trying to emulate 80s action movies, whether they be Hong Kong movies or things like Big Trouble in Little China. And so we will be playing off a lot of those tropes tonight with our characters. But first, we open on a peaceful field. Somewhere where it's near sunset, the light is just casting shadows off the grass and the trees, just those nice long shadows that indicate it's the end of the day. Everything is sort of, red, gold, and it really, if you're viewing this, it really brings a kind of sense of peace to your heart. That peace is, of course, immediately disrupted as the orange light turns purple and the air begins to shake and vibrate. People have never seen air shake and vibrate before, but there it is. And it's pulling itself together and it's whirling around, and then there's suddenly a rip in space and time that opens up over the field. And the last thing you'd expect, an old British car comes tearing into the field at top speed, goes into a drift and comes to rest just before hitting a tree. In that moment, the door opens and a figure steps out. Luna, could you describe Daphne for us?
Yeah, so this petite, maybe 5'2" woman with a bright pink curly hair, the tiniest denim shorts and a white tank top and a almost whitewashed jean jacket steps out, and it's just like, fuck, my car!
Now you find yourself alone in this otherwise picturesque field. You can see the purple portal that had opened up in front of your car as you were speeding down the highway slowly close in on itself and vanish before you have a chance to, turn your car around and drive right back through it. And then all you hear is the sounds of bird song and a gentle breeze. What do you do?
I'm gonna check the damage on my baby first and foremost.
So you have enough control over the car that you stopped before you hit the tree. You kind of drifted and slid, and there's like this much of a gap between you and Treeville.
Yeah, she's checking it. Like,
yep.
All right, that's fine.
All right. Well, as you're looking at that gap and making sure that you stopped in time, the portal, you see the air start to shake and vibrate again, and once again a portal rips itself open in space-time, this purple swirling portal, but nothing comes screaming out of it. It simply collapses on itself, and then you see a woman kneeling in the center of where the portal was, as the drums of course go da 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 da. Dusty, could you describe Omega for us?
Yeah, so Omega is, at first glance, very obviously a cyborg. Most of her limbs are robotic, but she does have some organic material. She's got blue hair that comes to about her mid back, and like bangs that cover a lot of her forehead, which is mostly metal. And she stands up, she looks around, and she's like, okay. And just sort of looks for like another person for any try to figure out what the hell just happened.
Well, you see a 1973. Oh God, you wrote down what kind of car it is for me, and I can't find it.
An Aston
And it's-
Martin.
1973 Aston Martin. That's right. Chilling in the field, and looking like it just. You actually see the tire tracks through the grass kind of start from nowhere and then become this drift that leads up to the car, and you can see Daphne standing next to it.
She looks over at Daphne without like moving from her spot. I don't know how far away they are from each other. How far away they from each
I'd
other?
say maybe 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, so from 30 feet away, she goes, "Did you get sucked through too?"
I don't know what kind of movie set we're on, love, but I didn't sign up to be an extra for this. Your
Movie
makeup's
set?
pretty good and spiffy.
What's a movie set?
Oh, you're one of those cosplayers.
I'm not playing at anything. What are you talking about?
Body mod community, ah.
She looks down at herself and she goes, I mean, my body was modded, but what?
Oh, you got a little bit of the tism, huh? Alright, okay. That explains some things, alright. Yeah, I don't know where the hell we are.
I can see that.
Well, and as you look around, you see practically on top of the vehicle, the air begins to do that weird thing again, and then coalesce into a portal as a mysterious-looking person steps out, looking sort of at home with all of this. Gus, how would you describe Wicked?
So this slim figure wearing a completely destroyed, like beaten to death robe that covers him head to toe, steps out carrying a staff, and he has a mask on that has like one solid symbol on the forehead, and then the rest of them just kind of flicker in and out, and are like blue electric on the mask and the face.
Well, you find yourself standing on top of a car in a field with Daphne and Omega.
How did I... He climbs down.
Thank you! Oh my god! Everything that could happen to my poor baby is happening today.
I think I may have scratched it with the staff. Right there.
Listen, I don't know who you people are, but this is not turning out to be a great day.
It's always interesting when portals show up, though.
I guess interesting is definitely a word. I think she finally starts walking over. And her footsteps are just like heavy. Like you can hear her footsteps as she walks over.
That's it. I wrecked. I'm in a coma. This is some weird nightmare happening right now.
Nice
Oh,
mods.
Henry.
It's a lot.
Omega walks over to Daphne and with her flesh hand pinches her arm.
Wait.
Did you wake up?
No.
If you're
Yeah.
dreaming, can I drive the car?
Well, no. Not even if I'm dreaming.
Been a while since I've driven a car.
Well, as you all are chatting and taking this remarkably well, there's the wind that you felt earlier, the light breeze, picks up a bit for a moment, and your attention is drawn to the sky, where these two massive glowing eye shapes appear. There's sort of that oval as if someone drew an eye, with electricity and power crackling out of them. And after a moment, you hear as if it's coming from an old speaker, although you don't see any old speakers around. Hello, is this on? Hello, can you hear me?
Try the other microphone.
What? Oh, all right, hold on. I'll switch to a different channel. And you don't hear anything for a minute. Now that was a very good prank. I liked that a lot. Thank you very much, Wicked. Good work. Hello, Miss Daphne, Miss Omega, and Mr. Wicked. My name is, well, I've sort of forgotten what my name is. It's been a while. No one really talks back, so...
Just pick one.
Oh, never thought of that.
Is it Ashton Kutcher with a horrible accent? Because I feel like I'm on Punked.
What's Punked?
Accessing database.
Oot. What?
Oh, Pugged! Yes, of course. Now I know everything about it and have all the episodes memorized. Thank you for that. That'll entertain me for a moment. Anyway, welcome, all of you, to the tournament at the center of everything. My name, since you've told me to pick a name, will be... Fred. I will be Fred. And I am here to congratulate you on your selection for this epic tournament in which you will battle to the death in order to determine, well, not determine, in order to win fabulous prizes. So, good luck, and if you die, you lose. All right, that's enough of that.
Chosen by who? For what?
Oh, I left the mic on.
Die?
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to mumble into your ears. Anyway, don't die. Or do, if you wish. Toodaloo! And the eyes disappear in the sky.
That was uninformative.
She turns, Omega turns to Daphne and she goes, I don't like your dream.
Yeah, can you wake up?
I don't like it either.
The eyes appear briefly back in the sky again. Also, I forgot to mention to you viewers watching at home, you can donate to this stream in order to influence the stream you're watching. You can spend $3 to give a player +2 to a roll. You can spend $10 to give a player a free fortune die to add to a roll. You could spend $20 to choose the next type of mook these contestants will fight. You could spend $50 to describe an NPC in two sentences in the chat and force me, I guess, to incorporate them. And if you spend $200, we will be able to cover the legal fees to have the final battle of the game be against Goro from Mortal Kombat. Thank you very much. Oh, and go. Go? You're just standing there.
Go where?
We're standing in a field. Go what?
Is that another person?
Did you not receive the flyers?
No.
That's unfortunate. Oh well! And you hear him audibly press a button before the connection disconnects again.
Oh, goody.
All right.
Neither of you know what's going on, right?
I never know what's going on.
Okay, just making sure I'm not the only one here.
I live in a constant state of...
Omega looks around.
Did you call me that
Car is off.
And you hear that sort of moan begin to get louder and louder around you. At the edge of the field, you see the trees and bushes start to shake a little bit, and then into the setting sun stumbles what all of you immediately recognize as a zombie. Parts of him are falling off. He looks dressed as if he'd been just in the middle of a normal day in, a year like 2024. But all of his clothes are shredded and rotting off. Bits of him are gone. And as he sees you, he begins to shuffle slowly towards you. And then from behind him comes another, and another, and another. And then you look at the other end of the field, and comes another, and another, and another. So we're going to go into our first combat. Oh, are you going to run instead of fighting?
Friends
You
of
can
yours?
do whatever you want, actually.
Wicked looks at the other two. Friends of yours?
Omega presses a panel on the side of her, like the outside of her left thigh, and it presses in and comes out, and there's like a gun inside, and she takes
Hell
it out.
yes!
And she goes, "No, not in the slightest."
All right, so you're not completely surrounded by the zombies. What would you like to do? Would you like to kick ass? Would you like to try and run? Is there another option you'd like?
Just hop in the car and run him over.
That's what I was thinking.
All right.
I will shoot some with my gun, and you will run over the rest. Does your staff do anything?
It hits things.
Great, you can clothesline the rest of them.
That works.
Shotgun. He hops in to the passenger seat and sticks the staff out the side window.
All right.
Is there a moonroof or sunroof or whatever it's called in your car? No.
Nope. And there's no back doors. It's one of those, like, you have to open up the seat and hop in the back, so you have to, like, stick out one of the windows.
Rip the trunk off.
Can I
No!
make a case for my feet being magnetic so I can stand on top of the car and shoot while it's moving?
Absolutely think you can and should have that.
Yay. So she climbs on the car and you hear an audible like ka-chunk as she adheres herself to the top of the car.
Nice. All right. Well, we are going to do our first ever initiative roll. So what I want you all to do is roll a single d6 and add your speed value. Normally with checks in Feng Shui, 6s explode, but they do not in this case.
Cool, because I rolled a 6. So
Nice.
12.
As did I. 13. Yeah, 6, 13. Yeah.
I got a 10,
Okay.
I think. Depending on.
So we're gonna move you. I actually earlier when we went on break and I said I need to get my dice. I totally forgot to do that because ADHD is a powerful thing. So be right back.
Oh, so powerful.
I'll just say,
So
I
powerful.
do have a skill that if I'm in the driver's seat, I can spend a fortune to gain an initiative result 1 higher than anyone else.
1 higher than anyone else. Okay. Do you want to use that?
What's our highest right now? What you guys get?
Gotta roll for the zombies, but what did everybody else get? Dusty? Gus? What did you guys get?
I'm sorry, I got
12.
13.
The zombies only got a 6, so take
I
out.
think we can do it. I think 13's good. I think we're good. I won't spend anything yet.
Okay. All right, and give me those numbers one more time. Sorry.
12.
All right, and Gus?
13.
13. And Luna.
I got a 10.
All right, so that means at the very start of our combat, the first person to go is Gus. Now, in Feng Shui, we have this shot counter. Most people on the stream can't see it, but we're running it behind the scenes. Basically, when you use an action has a certain amount of shots, and you will get to go again after those shots have been spent. So, for example, Gus rolled a 13, so he's going on shot 13 out of 20. And what action will you be doing for the start? Oh, and as a note, two notes. We got a donation in to add a +2 to any of your rolls, should you need it. That's just open to anyone at the table. And also, I'm not sure if this is officially coded in the rules in 2nd edition, but I'm carrying it over from 1st. If you describe something especially cool, I will give you a bonus. This game is entirely about doing especially cool things.
So, is it just the stat blocks that I have for abilities, or is there like just an attack action of some kind?
That's usually your martial arts skill, I think, for you. Would be your basic attack action.
Okay, so can I hold that until we're there?
Yeah, or you could just, if you wanted to delay it until after Daphne, so that you feel like you're a little closer.
Yeah, so I'll just roll an attack action for when we're like driving through the zombies.
Okay, so I'm gonna move you on the tracker until 10 here,
Okay.
and then Daphne will go before you. On shot 12, we have Omega. Do you want to do the same thing, or do you have an idea of what you want to do from here?
I mean, I have a gun.
You sure do.
I have a gun. So I am going to hold the gun in both hands. And I'm going to shoot the first. How do we feel about swearing? I never asked that. Are we cool
I
with
don't know
swearing?
how tabletop feels about that, actually. I'm cool.
I've already said a couple. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Well, I was gonna say a worse one. So I should double check.
Oh,
Beat
we're getting the
yourself
message in
to
chat.
Oh,
The
Swear
message
as
in
much
chat
as
was
you
to
fucking
fucking
want.
want.
Yeah, is what's
Great.
all right. So the closest motherfucker to the car, I'm going to shoot in between the eyes.
All right, that was the one right in front of you. So please roll your guns.
Roll my guns. Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna designate one of your dice to be the positive
To be
dice.
gun.
It would, sort of, yeah. One of your dice will be positive gun, and one of your
Okay.
dice will be negative gun. And you're going to roll them both and subtract the negative from the positive, and then add that to your action value in guns.
Which is 13. Okay. So so 5 minus 1 is 4 plus 13, 17.
Okay, yeah, that definitely absolutely hits. So now what you're going to want to do is take the... Oh, right. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. You hit. The zombie's head just completely explodes into 1,000 bloody pieces, landing on, his friends to the left and right, who
Good.
take a moment to shove some of the viscera into their own mouths as a light snack, and then keep shambling towards you. All right. So that moves you. Yep, we're in the right spot. Over here. So then it's Daphne.
All right. I'm gonna gun it, and then probably hit the handbrake and try to do like a tail swipe and just kind of like do a donut.
Absolutely.
And just try to take out a big group there.
So you can attack multiple enemies with an attack. It does give you a minus to your roll for each additional enemy. So if you're trying to target 2, you get a -2, 3, you get a -3, etc., etc.
How does it work with a car?
You would roll your drive, or you roll just that we described and add your drive skill.
All right, that's a 15. So
Hell yeah! Are you going to target multiple enemies?
yeah.
How many would you like to target?
How many are there? You just like.
There's a let's say there's
A Googleplex.
Let's say there's
No, I'm
10.
kidding.
Yeah, let's say there's 10. I'm trying to do math in my head of how many you guys will be able to take out a round.
Let's.
There's 9 now.
Just. Yeah, there's 9.
True.
Let's try to do 3.
All right.
I got a plus 15.
Do it.
And I got a 3 on my swerve, so that's 18.
Oh yeah. So 18 minus 3, of course, is 15. So yeah, you're good. You come screaming around, pull into a perfect drift, and just bump, bump. 3 of the zombies get smashed really into each other. They were in a line, and it's just sort of now a tangled up ball of zombie that doesn't seem to be moving or even twitching. All right, and that was 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Wicked, you're up.
Alright, as the car is flying into the zombies, Wicked's gonna hold the staff steady, sticking out the window, and try and take out 3 of them as well.
All right.
As he like pushes the staff through the squishy zombie bodies.
Nice.
Let's see. So 16? No, what's the minuses for the zombies?
Minus 3 if you're doing 3 zombies.
Okay, 13.
Okay. That's still good. So yeah. The staff sticks out of the window, and you hit the first zombie, bounce up, hit the second zombie, bounce up. Take the third zombie out at the legs, but as the thing comes around again, you're just like bang and hit it in the head to make sure it's gone. Because you always double tap. All right.
I'm gonna. God, I hope they were already dead.
All right.
Kind of what zombies are, mate.
All right. That puts us back on Omega.
Are we close to some now?
Yeah, because you definitely you magneted on while the car was drifting around. So
is the car still moving, or did we like swerve and then stop?
The car is. Well, actually, no. That's up to Daphne.
Let's see. Probably did the tail swipe and then stopped, and then once it's her turn again, she'll probably like start gunning it backwards.
Okay. So if I want to use one of my like ability things, so I want to use onboard flamethrower.
I already love this.
So essentially what I want to do is, as we're like screeching away, the camera sees, basically she like reabsorbs the parts of her gun and reworks them to her hand is now like, you can see fire start to smolder in her hand, and she's gonna reach out her arm and throw a flamethrower at 2 of them.
All right. That was dope as hell, so I'm gonna give you a +2, which negates the -2 for targeting multiple enemies.
Yay!
And also, we've received a donation for another +2, so that's now 2 +2s that y'all have access to. Please go ahead and roll that skill for me.
Okay. So that is so my scrounge tech is 13 minus 2. That's an 11.
But +2. So,
Plus
you
2.
got a -2 on your dice. Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right. So the flamethrower goes off and looks amazing. It looks absolutely cool. But it definitely it singes the zombies a little bit. And you can see them struggling, and they'll probably get a little bit of a minus or something on the next one. But they are not exactly down the way you would have hoped.
Fair enough.
All right. Did that have a shot cost on it that was different from 3?
Yeah, I take 3 wound points.
Okay, but it doesn't have a shot cost listed?
No.
Okay, cool. So then All right. So that brings us back to Wicked.
I thought I was after. Okay,
Oh, yeah. Okay,
sorry.
that's true. All right, Daphne, you're up. Decide what the car does.
Yeah.
Is there some behind me?
um. Yeah, there's definitely some behind you.
She's gonna in reverse and just whip back, kind of like fling over. Luckily, Omega's not in the back seat, and just gun it back.
All right. Give me a roll.
Right. Okay. That's a 0 on that. So.
Oh no.
15. What is that? Oh no, the boxcar is 2 6s. So, yeah. That's just a plain old 15.
Okay. Okay. I realize now that I may have made a mistake just now, and I'm trying to look it up to see if I did. So just a moment. Okay. Yes. Yeah. No. Okay, I was correct. What did you get on your roll? Sorry.
I got a 0, so it's 15.
Okay, great. Yeah, you back up, and one zombie that was sort of patting out the fire on itself looks up and goes, and is completely run over and removed from the fight. All right, now it is Omega's turn. Yeah.
Omega or
I think it's
Oh,
Wicked.
sorry, I meant Wicked.
Wicked, yeah.
So as we're backing up towards them, there's 2 or 3 left.
Let's see. We killed 1 with the gunshot, 3 with the car, 1 more with the backing up. So that sounds like there's 5 left. Did I miss that count?
I got 3. The car got.
You
3.
got 3. That's right. I missed
Yeah.
that one. Okay, so then there's 2 left.
I'm gonna say that as she's backing up, the other 2 that are left are on the other side of the car.
Okay.
So I just kind of bend sideways and stick my body out the window, sitting on the thing, and then reach across the top of the car to see if I can hit one of them.
All right. Let's do it.
Minus that, so 16.
Ooh, yeah, you get him.
Yeah. Again, really hope these things are dead. Okay.
Well, this one's definitely dead as your staff goes right into its face, and you see that where there once was a face, there is no longer a face. And as it falls over to the last of the car. All right.
Seeing as one of my son's video games is fun.
Okay. That puts us at. This is what happens when bad guys roll low. This puts us at Omega one more time before the final zombie would get a chance to go.
Yeah, the gun is back, baby. She points her finger like a gun and it comes out. And she holds onto the gun and shoots this thing in the fucking head.
Hell yeah. Give me a roll.
All right, that is so much better. 16.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got him. In slow motion, we see the bullet come up to the edge of the zombie's head and start to press in, and then, viscera, gore, etc. Or if we're watching a Matthew Vaughn movie, perhaps confetti. All right. So the poor zombies didn't even get to go because Feng Shui is about kicking ass. So the fight is over. You are, and your car are, covered in zombie stuff. And you are in the same field. In the field now, you see where the zombies were coming from and sort of the ways they trampled into the field. There are 3 different sort of naturally formed looking gates made out of like vines and sticks and such. They were covered by brush before, but then fire and death and zombies. So now you can quite clearly see them. Also, you hear in the same sort of 70s like, what's the word, speaker, you hear a very, very faint and somewhat discordant victory music play for about 10 seconds.
Omega puts
We're
her
in the
gun back
fucking
in her
Hunger
thigh.
Games.
That was odd.
Yeah. Omega puts her gun back in her thigh and audibly demagnetizes her feet from the top of the car and jumps down.
Shunk.
Yeah. And jumps down and she's like, I have a feeling that there are a lot more where that came from.
Probably gotta fight some waves, like in COD. Zombies.
As long as they are dead already. You don't seem to have a problem with the guns. If I knock one down, I'm gonna leave it to you to finish them if it's something else that's alive. Just so you know.
Okay.
Very practical. All right.
So we have some gates.
You hear briefly from the sky, and as a reminder to all of our viewers at home. Wait, so that's not what he sounds like. And as a reminder to all of our viewers at home, if you didn't like the zombies, and you would like to choose the next sort of wave they might fight, it only will cost you $20 American. Donate at the link at the top of the chat.
American?
What's America?
Chat.
You don't want to know.
I
If you
said
don't know
the
what
British
America
lady.
is, that's wonderful. That's great for you, babe.
She just looks at you.
What are these
Bloody
gates look like?
Yanks.
They look sort of like vine, like sort of like wedding trellises almost, but there's no like trellis for the vines to be growing on. They're just vines that have somehow naturally grown into that shape. If you look at if you look closely at them, what at first seemed to be like nice, beautiful flowers, you now recognize as carnivorous plants such as Venus flytraps and those catcher things that I don't remember the name of. But otherwise, just thick vines grown in a very strange way.
Any difference between the three?
Not really. You can look through the gates and see how much you can see in the distance, but the gates themselves are about the same.
There's still zombie parts around.
Oh yes.
Alright, Daphne's gonna pull on her gloves and just start chucking zombie parts at this thing. If they're carnivorous, she's like,
Which gate are you chucking?
Satiated.
Which gate are you chucking it at? Left, right, or center?
alright, left, right, or center. I'll let you choose.
That one.
Which one?
That
That
Left.
one.
He didn't point at anything. He just says that one.
That one.
That one. Alright,
Uh,
left it is. And she hucks a
yeah.
leg.
Is this helping anything?
So when you threw it at left, it bounced off of the top of the gate and sort of settled in like midair for a second and then vanished.
That's either good or bad.
And what happens if we stayed here?
More zombies?
Well, random voice in the sky. What happens if we stay here?
Absolute silence.
What if we want to play your sick game?
What was his name? what was Bob?
Fred.
Jeff? Fred?
Fred.
Fred. Cool.
I don't think Fred likes this, guys.
Fred's real helpful.
Okay. Well,
We all survived going through at least one portal. So,
let's fucking go, I guess.
taking the car.
Omega starts walking towards the left portal.
The portal is definitely big enough to drive the car through.
Alright, I was like, I'm not leaving my baby.
No, I would never do that to you.
This is my first baby. My second baby's at home.
Wicked, having been through other portals and remembering things, is like, I'm gonna get in the car. Just like this.
Omega's just gonna straight up walk through it.
Okay.
She's done with this.
Like, slowly driving behind you. It's like, you could just sit on the hood, love. You've already been on top of it.
Alright. So, Omega, walks up to the portal and just keeps walking, no hesitation, and freezes in place for a moment, and then with the same sort of sound you heard with the leg, just vanishes.
Alright. Portal it is, and just gun it. If Omega's on the other side,
It's me on the other side.
Okay! So you gun the engine.
Realizing this as she does it, Wicked, you just hear, no! Right before they hit.
The car hits the portal from the perspective of the camera. It really does look like it crashes into it. It's a sudden stop, but the car is not damaged at all. And then after a moment, and the three of you find yourself in a somewhat familiar space. The portal you went through before felt like this as well. It's a long, winding purple and blue tunnel made of just sort of space and time that's flowing around you, hurtling you towards a light. And I am going to look up how to make a dodge roll real quick. For obvious reasons.
How to dodge a car.
Yeah.
How to dodge an incoming car. Chat, how do we dodge?
Alright, I rolled.
I know. Wait. I looked this up.
Did I write it down?
Oh, here we go.
So-
Okay. All right. So yes, you can use dodge to add 3 to your defense if you would like to do that. I will give you the chance to do that before
Okay.
this car comes hurtling through.
Do I need to roll?
Nope. Just say you're using dodge.
I'm using
You can
dodge.
You can use a fortune dice to add a d6 instead of a 3 if you want.
No.
But okay.
We
All
also
right.
have those 2+2s.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
True. I am going to. So Omega hears the car rev its fucking engine, and she crouches down low and just jumps straight up in the air, like 10-foot vertical
Hell yeah.
vertical leap.
All right. What is your current defense?
13.
All right. Daphne, could you make a cars roll for me?
Yeah!
Oh, lower than a 16.
Hey, I got a -2.
All right.
So that's
Hey.
13.
Hey! All right. You jump straight up in the air, and just as you do, again, we go into that lovely slow motion as the car just passes under your feet and speeds off into the new environment that you find yourself in, where the previous area was orange with the light of the sunset. This place is dark and lit only by sputtering neon around you. You find yourself in what was clearly once upon a time a megatropolis that that was filled with bustling with people, but all around you the road is torn to hell, buildings have fallen over and are leaning on other buildings, and the sky is completely covered by a very unnatural looking black thick cloud.
He's gonna lean out the window and yell back at Omega, "Sorry! I thought it was like a physics thing. I thought I had to drive faster because the car's bigger."
I think we may have taken the wrong.
Omega taps the side of her where her temples are, and her eyes light up, and so she can see.
Reminds me of the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah,
Just gonna turn my brights on.
and then... So now she has 2 flashlights.
There is a wandering, as I said, cracked and somewhat beat up looking road in front of you that seems to lead deeper into the city, while on either side of you and either side of this road, standing off into the distance, is the outskirts. You can see dilapidated gas station on your left, and what looks like a little bit of a suburban town center off to your right. There are clearly turnoffs later on the road that would take you to those places, but also this place is in such a beat up shape that you could definitely just turn off the road and start driving towards them. There's nothing stopping you.
We've been to Silent Hill now.
Really quick, Omega does climb up now on top of the car and just sits crisscross applesauce on top of the car.
So are you telling me your butt is also magnetic?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, great, good.
You hear that audible like
The magnets from their feet shifted up.
yeah.
Inside the
Yeah,
body.
she's walking, you watch just like the roiling up her leg.
Oh,
She's
I love it.
aesthetic.
Oh,
Aesthetic.
that's an aesthetic. All right. Cool. So, where do y'all want to go?
Wicked says, looking around at what you described, is avoid the suburb. It's always worse in the suburb.
Why?
Alright, I guess let's find our next quarry.
Okay.
So what? Where are you headed?
Not the suburbs, I guess.
Yeah.
Is there like something that just looks like, in those like movies where it's like a giant sign that's like monster here? Is there something that gives us that beacon to go to?
We have a radar.
Yeah, like when you do the ominous pullback and there's just like the one thing that's
It's just
colored differently.
Godzilla stomping around.
Yeah. Is Godzilla somewhere?
There is not a sign of a giant kaiju.
Oh no.
On the
darn.
way, down towards the city center area is, the deep following the main path is too far away to really see details. There's you could see that the lights are brighter down there, that some of the neon signs seem to be in better repair. On the right, the suburban center looks pretty good, actually. Too good. It's pretty pristine over there. The gas station, meanwhile, has nothing that you can really see, but the front door is swinging open and closed in the breeze.
She points.
Pulls
Omega
out her phone
points
and
at the
says,
door.
It's a Pokestop.
It's a Pokestop. Omega points at the door and like looks with her.
It looks with her
headlight
special eyes. Do you have anything on your sheet that gives you some kind of telescopic vision?
No, I just thought it'd be fun.
It's a game of fun.
If you spend a fortune or whatever it counts as a fortune for you, I will give you telescopic eyes.
Yeah, I'll do a fortune.
Okay. All right.
Why not?
So the headlights from your eyes sweep over to the gas station and the swinging door, and you see as your eye, we get to that POV shot with the cybernetic overlay and all the information, and it goes until it's really close in on the door. You guys, the other two of you, see her eyeballs actually coming out like camera lens.
How upsetting.
um, and inside the
That's
door,
new.
you know. Inside the door, you don't see anything at first, and then of course you switch through your night vision, your infrared, and finally you get to a vision mode that allows you to see. You can't quite make out details, but there is definitely a figure inside the door. They have some kind of neon strip going up their arm,
Okay.
and they are holding onto the door and pushing it out and pulling it back to make it look like it's blowing in the wind.
I think she relays that. And she goes, so there is a figure opening and closing the door like it's the wind. And then she calls out, "What are you doing?" to the figure.
The door stops for a second, and then goes back to swinging like nothing happened.
Daphne climbs out of the car, grabs her tire, and is like, "Alright, I've been to way too many sketchy petrol stations. No, we're not doing this."
Now the gas station, because you had to use the telescopic eyes, is probably about like 50 to 100 feet away. So you can't, jump out of the car and jump and run. Well, you could run straight there, I suppose.
Oh, I
Would
forgot
take
she
a
was using
while.
her eyes. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm using my special eyes, Luna.
Actually, I'm gonna say closer to half a mile away.
Hi, guys.
Special eyes. My brand.
My brand.
Does your voice
A
box have
scrounge
like a
tech
little
brand.
speaker so it's louder when you did that?
Yeah. Was my
Got a
butt still
megaphone in there.
magnetized to the top of the car?
Yep.
Oh goodness.
Alright, do we want to fuck with that or do we want to just go on past?
I mean, if you want to just go on past, we can, but at the same time, I kind of want to know what is.
You said no
Are we about to
suburbs,
fight
but
a
it's
band of
gas station.
improvers? Like,
Why would it be important for the door to be swinging? Wicked just looks like he's in deep contemplation. Doesn't have any idea what's going on.
can I look around and see if there's anything else like this?
Like in the gas station.
Well, like in the area where I can see if there's anybody, like if there's like a flag blowing in the breeze, if there's somebody up there shaking the flag, if there's somebody in another room like turning a light on and off to make it look like it's flickering.
Nosferatu from SpongeBob.
That's right.
The cheat. We gave you the light switch so you could turn the lights on and off, not so you could throw light switch raves. I will say that there is you could see a light back behind what was like the shop of the gas station, like in sort of the employee area. You can't really make out the details. There's a little bit too much stuff in the way. There is a flag flowing in the breeze, but you look closely and you don't see anybody up there waving it themselves.
And there's nobody blowing on it, right? Like,
no.
Jerry, I don't think I can keep doing this.
God, reminds me of when I did the rain gutter regatta in Boy Scouts. You had to blow this boat you made down a path, and I nearly passed out. Well, I mean, we're like the same age, bro, so I don't know if it's still doing this.
Pinewood Derby all the way.
Someone has just one of those big mega fans is just blowing it in the wind. Hold it up higher!
Daddy!
So yeah.
Okay.
Would you all
I
like to
say
do?
fuck it, let's go check it out because this is weird. And I kind of want to also know what the hell's going on.
I'm gonna do an interview. I want to study this person under a microscope. What actions have led you to this moment in your life? What path did you set yourself upon?
All right. So you turn off the road onto the sort of dusty land between and
The me land?
Yes, the U land. It's just a bunch of your face across the ground. We used a repeating texture.
Terrifying. We're in a horror movie now.
And you find yourself, you're driving along, the gas station gets closer and closer. Do you keep your telescopic eyes on the gas station as you get closer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see this person, they start to come more and more into shape. They are definitely looking right at you.
Oh, of course. What the fuck would
Yeah.
they be?
They're wearing a leather hood and like really small sunglasses shoved in under the hood. They have spikes coming off of their left shoulder, and they're in the hand that's not pushing the door. They're definitely holding a baseball bat with some nails sticking out of it. The light you saw going up their arm is a neon light that seems to be coming out in different accents along their jacket, so like up the arms and down the lapels. And they're wearing very nice boots, like like Doc Martens that look like they're in pretty good shape for the apocalypse.
You gotta steal those boots. I need 'em. I want them.
So, Mad Max West Side Story. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he snapping?
He is not, because he has to push the door and hold the bat, but he does
That's
give off that
true.
energy.
Yeah, he's thinking
Someone
it. He's
behind him
mentally...
is.
Yeah.
Someone deeper within the gas station is like...
As
He's
you
got
pull
a radio and is playing that.
as you pull into the gas station, he pushes the door really way too hard, and it kind of slams open, and you see him scuttering off into the darkness as the door then swings forward and closed on its own a few times before coming to a full stop.
Okay, she unmagnetizes her ass from the top of the car and gets down and retracts her eyeballs.
Hey,
Moment
thank
of
you,
horrors.
Raiders. Welcome, welcome.
That wasn't creepy at all.
For those of you who are just joining us from the raid, this is a fundraising stream, and there are ways you can affect the story. In fact, you have about 30 seconds to affect the story in a major way if you want to. I'll be posting things in chat, but if you would like to, give a player +2, you can spend $3 on that. If you'd like to give a player a free fortune die, we're playing Feng Shui second edition. You can spend $10. If you would like to determine what they're about to fight, throw $20 our way, and you can post a single word in chat to describe the next mooks they will face.
Yes, please decide if it's the Sharks or the Jets.
Wait, I'm pulling for the Jets, I think. I've never seen the movie or the show
I
or
haven't either.
anything to do with
We can
it.
beat them. Whichever one.
I just know that they come from the shadows snapping.
To be completely clear, if you post sharks or jets in the chat, I will make them fight the street sharks or like a jet transformer, probably. that's how it works.
I'm in favor of Street Sharks all the way.
Now, of course, if you donate $50, you can throw 2 sentences in the chat to describe an NPC, and I will have to incorporate them. And if you throw $200 at us, the game's final battle will be against Goro from Mortal Kombat. Posting those all in chat right now. All right, so how do you all want to approach this dilapidated gas station full of mysterious folks?
Terminator style. She's just gonna go for it.
I'm gonna reiterate. Gets out of the car with the tire iron and is like, alright, now I've been to too many fucking sketchy petrol stations.
Wicked's following behind them, not wanting to lose the only people that he knows currently. So
You sure
All
about
right. Well, as you kick in the door, your headlight eyes illuminate a what you kind of would expect to see. This was a gas station convenience store, kind of a medium-sized one. Most of the shelves have been torn down and everything on them taken off in one way or another. Although there is, for some reason, a whole bunch of Prime that nobody has touched. Yeah, because why would you?
We have a secret agenda for this stream.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's my wife is a teacher, and her middle school students buy limited edition Prime bottles because apparently they're worth a lot of money, and she's very angry about drink bottles being worth a lot of money. So this is for you, babe. Anyway, just completely destroyed. There's the hot dog rollers are still rolling, which is weird, but there's no hot dogs on them. The refrigerated lights are blinking. There's clearly some power coming from somewhere. You see that there is a back door to what was likely the mechanic area where you saw the light on earlier, but there's not anything that you see in the store currently.
I want to turn on the lights if there's electricity here. Let me find a switch and flip that bitch.
There's a light switch behind the counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes behind the counter.
You go behind the counter, and you go to flip the switch. Could you give me? I think it's called notice in this system, something like that. Do you have that on your sheet?
I do not.
Okay, well then it's just give me a regular roll, and the action value you have is 7.
Okay. Okay. This is not good, friends. 7 minus 4, 3.
Okay.
She's intent on that light switch.
You found the light switch, and that's your goal. So you go over and flip the light switch. The lights come on with that awful fluorescent buzz. And of course they dramatically turn on one at a time. Through the tiny convenience store. You look around. As you turn around from the light switch, all three of you see at pretty much the same time the gentleman you saw pushing the door open and closed, standing up from behind the counter and raising his bat over his head, but not necessarily looking like he's really wanting to bring it down. So you make eye contact with him, Omega, because he's right in front of you and was clearly raising the bat at you. The other two of you see him as he stands up.
She reaches for the bat with her cyborg. Immediately, the moment she locks eyes with him, she goes.
All right, give me a martial arts roll.
Okay. I don't have martial arts on my thing, so.
Then it's a 7.
That's much better. That's a 4 plus 7.
Okay, so that is
math. 11.
11. Okay, cool. Yes, perfect. Okay. So you go to grab for the bat, and his hand moves extremely quickly and snatches it away from you. And still, he's like goes for it, and then he hesitates, and then he, and then he backflips over the counter and disappears into the next room.
Is that some kind of a language I didn't understand?
I don't think so.
So first we have zombies, and now we have stuttering Mad Max grunts.
He didn't look mad.
Oh, you don't know movies. Damn it.
Do we
Your confusion is kind of funny.
can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sir, sir, can you, come back out here, please?
Is it a trick?
No, we just want to talk.
What a trick.
Do you want me to come back out there so you can shoot me in the face?
If I
I'm
wanted to
never
shoot
done.
you in the face, I would have already done it.
Yeah, but I had you dead to rights. You couldn't have shot me. I had the club and everything.
I could have punched you in the face instead of trying to take the club.
Okay. I need you all to take 3 steps back.
But I'm in
She
the
does.
doorway. That's outside.
You stay there then. I can't really see you. The door's closed. Just go over by the door.
He just leans in the door frame.
All right. Have all 3 of you gone over by the door?
Yeah.
All right. He opens the door again, and now with a little bit more light, you can see the neon jacket is actually over a metal like endoskeleton with some things like sparking and such in the middle, and you know the parts of his face that are not covered by the leather hood are also stripped away, and you can see that it's a sort of very obvious rubber around his face rather than any kind of skin. And he comes in holding the bat in 2 hands, and it's like, okay, what do you want? Well, you're in my house. What do you want?
You live here?
Of course I live here. Where else
In
would I
a
live?
gas station.
You
There are
see some
houses.
better shelter around?
Yeah.
What?
There's
Isn't
a
there
suburb.
like a city, like just a little farther away, and then the suburb?
Oh, never go to the suburb.
So I've been
Why?
told.
Are you dense? Have you only been here 5 minutes? You never go to the suburb. That's how you get eaten by cannibals.
Oh.
See, I didn't know what was there, but it's just always good to avoid those.
What was the point of the door thing?
Well, if the door's swinging in the breeze, then... Okay. Sorry, we just got a donation that I have to process. He says, okay. Well, you know, if the door's swinging in the breeze, that means nobody's watching the door. That means there's nobody inside. So either some dumb schmucks are gonna come in here, and I can rob them, or people are gonna leave me alone because there's nothing worth looting because the door's swinging in the breeze.
The
It's
door
foolproof.
is the reason why we came here.
Yeah, y'all are supposed to. It's only supposed to be dumb schmucks who come over here. And instead, you've got a glowing ninja guy and a cyborg, and you're very pink.
Alright, okay. Okay, you're very pink. Alright.
What?
Not
You,
just like,
I
oh, a
can't-
very pretty lady. No, just, you're very pink. Alright, I'm probably the first woman you've seen in 15 years, you loser.
he lifts up the goggles, and you see where the glasses, and you see where his eyes would be. There are just gaping holes, and he goes, "I'm doing the best I can." Okay, so what's your
Somebody
story?
can
Why are you in my gas station?
Thought this
Fred.
was your house.
We covered this.
Both!
You,
Things can be
you-
multiple things.
You were opening the door. We covered
Okay.
this.
Yeah, all right, but then what are you in the area for? Not
Fred.
exactly a tourist town.
Fred.
Red. Oh. So Fred sent you here to kill me.
No, there was no destination. Just we went through a portal
I know
after
who
killing
the
a bunch of
hell you
zombies.
are.
Yeah,
Fred
what?
is
Who
my
are
name.
you?
Oh, my name? You want to know my name?
Yeah, with a little less
My name's-
laughter, please. It's kind of creepy.
Maybe not anymore.
Right.
You're creeping me out.
Oh.
I'd rather take my chances with the cannibal at this point.
No, you really don't want to do that. My name is Strungus.
Strungus. Ooh.
Strungus with an S, please.
Strungus?
Strungus. Yeah.
Strungus.
Strungus the third.
The third.
The third.
Were the first and the second pets?
How did you know that? All right, listen. If Fred sent you here, then you're part of the tournament, right? So your goal is not to die, right? Basically? Or to kill a bunch of things? Are you the people who want to not die, or the people who want to kill a bunch of things? Because there's usually two types of players.
Not dying is a general life goal, yes.
Like forever? Are you an immortal? That would be cool. If I take your head, do I get your power?
I don't know.
I'm just vibing.
I'm 24. I got a ways to go.
All right. Well, if Fred sent you here, that means
Which we've covered.
Yeah, listen. The brain don't work so good. There's not a lot of.
Omega, I think those two brain cells are rubbing together really fast, okay? He's trying really hard.
Oh, sorry, I'm
friction
back.
happening.
That was weird. So, if Fred sent you here, that means you're either here to kill me. No, there's not a second thing. Well, I mean, I guess,
I mean, we could just kill the cannibals or whatever's in the town.
yeah, but you chose to come this way, so like
Or just
now there's a
find
bunch of
an
people
exit.
watching.
Because of the
You were
door.
swinging the door.
All right, we can cover who's to blame later.
Maybe you just lock your door. Maybe
Yes.
that's a thing that we do from now on is we lock doors.
Doors lock? No one ever told me
Oh,
the
good.
doors lock.
Oh, good God. Okay.
All right,
We can't either
The
walk,
the
maybe
steam is
that's
coming
it.
from the ears. Strungus the third.
and it really is. You can see him kind of heating up as he's trying to grasp these large concepts.
Oh,
He
I
kind of
lost
takes a
this
big
man.
sigh and says, all right. You don't want to fight, that's great. Then why don't you just turn around, go out the way you came, and I'll not see you later.
Because are you from here? Like, or did you also get like thrown in through a portal and you've been stuck here forever and now you're going insane? Maybe we should bring you out, take you to a therapist, get you a psychiatrist, make sure.
Yeah, do you want to come with us,
everything
Strungus?
gets fixed.
Your
We can
eyeballs
get you
seem
some-
like maybe they could use some work.
Yeah, we can use some like cool glass eyes, like.
Y'all know you're in a death tournament, right? I
Do
mean, you're the
you?
nicest people I've ever met.
Do you
What?
know? Mr.
kill people
Flaps
and still
doors
be
in the
nice?
wind?
I don't know that I believe random voice in this guy.
Okay. I mean, if it's a genuine offer, yeah, I'll come with you. Sure, that sounds great.
Wait, how dirty are you?
I mean, the good news is I don't have BO because I really don't have the B.
Alright, I'll still put a tout down.
That makes sense. The guy I took this coat from bled a lot.
It should be dry by now, at least, right?
Well, that was Tuesday, so you know.
Strungus? Is it Strungus or Scrungus?
No, Strungus.
Strung-
S-T-R-U-N-G-U-S.
Strungus. The sweaty little man. Strungus is Let me collect my thoughts real quick. I
That
was
sometimes takes
expecting
me a while to collect my
Strungus.
thoughts, too. They spill out all over the floor. I gotta pick them up.
Does it look like Strungus has been living here for a while?
I mean, just by the state of Strungus, he's clearly been here for a while. From what little you know about what was done to you, he's he's definitely a much less advanced model of cyborg. Like, you've got very nice human skin. He's got friggin' rubber. He's sparking all over the place. It definitely looks like he would need about 5 years of maintenance to get him back on his feet.
I get it. I understand completely, actually. I guess, like, I'm gonna need somebody whose character would think about this sort of thing, because Omega's not gonna think about this, but I need somebody to, like, make sure Strungus isn't gonna double cross us.
Here, I get an extra intimidate with my cool jacket.
Nice.
How tall is Strungus?
Strungus is, let's say, 5'5". He's a short king.
All right, she's not that much shorter than him, but a little bit, enough for her to like get up in front of his face, like you can't fucking see me, but she'll poke him in the chest and just be like, "You fuck us over. I'll throw you out while we're going 120. You understand?"
Going 120 what?
Kilometers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I guess, I swear on my scout's honor that I will not, and then one of his fingers falls off, betray you.
It's an omen. That's called foreshadowing, folks. Yeah,
So,
this man right here, he'll put that stick right through your throat.
What is in the city? If the suburbs is cannibals, what's the city?
well, I mean, it's a big city, so there's a lot of stuff. There's a couple of places that I scrounge for food for the rats every now and then. And there's a couple of, there's some factions. There's the Dead Scouts. There's the Hollow Cops. There's the Cyber Ninjas. That's what I got the jacket off of, was a Cyber Ninja. Yeah. There's a lot. I mean, I can sort of point things out to you as we go.
Like power level strongest.
Tour guide, you're hired.
I am so glad these Mook donations are pouring in. But also, oh my god. All right.
really quick, I just have one more question for little Strungus here.
Sure.
We never talked about heights, but Omega's 6'2", so she looks down. She looks down at Strungus.
Oh my god!
I was specifically programmed not to say "step on me, mommy." Wait, I said it. That's weird.
And she's like, okay.
Your mother.
So, to progress to the next phase, I guess, of whatever this is, do we kill people? Like, are you just trying to kill somebody to move on with your life?
Well, okay, so here's the basic way the tournament works, as far as I understand it, because as I'm sure I've seen, Fred doesn't explain shit.
No.
So
I'm gonna punch Fred in the face when I meet him.
Oh, that sounds awesome. You get thrown in here, wherever here is, in a group. Near as I can tell, this whole apocalypse cyberpunk world existed before I got thrown in here. So it wasn't just like created for us. I had 2 people on my team too, but they're dead. But the team I lost to didn't hunt me down and finish me, so I wasn't killed. but I don't have enough of a team to go out and kill somebody. And it looks like, based on what I've heard and seen, that you kill another team, then you get a portal to a new place until you get to whatever is at the end of this. And
So the
apparently there's
zombies
fabulous
were-
prizes.
Is
Oh,
there
man.
by chance more zombies?
Yeah, those were easy.
I didn't know there was a zombie team. That kind of freaks me out, man. No.
Okay.
As far as I know, well, I mean, I've only met really one team, which was the Bazooka Gang, who killed my team. But then, I've seen a lot of different things going around. I assume most of the factions in the city started as teams, since I don't know if there was anybody alive in there before we all got thrown in here. But
The leader of the Bazooka Gang wouldn't be named Joe.
how
I
did
was
you
about
know
to ask,
that?
bazooka like the gum or the big rocket launcher?
Weirdly, both. They would slap the gum on the rocket and then fire the rocket at you.
Huh.
Totally.
All right.
All
No
right.
other
Powerful
reason than
joke.
to be nasty. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, if y'all are piling into the car with Strungus to check out something else,
I'm
that
on
is
top.
beautiful.
Yeah, you
Magnetic
are.
pass.
6'2".
I'm not getting in that car.
You
Realizing-
will not fit. You will not fit.
Realizing that we have strongest now, Wicked goes, permanent shotgun.
You can't call permanent. Nah, man. Okay.
Get in the back, strongest.
Okay.
He's the only one that can fit in the back.
Yeah, he sort of sidles himself up and like pulls his knees up like a battle droid and like just kind of sits there.
You're the extra
Well.
team member. Extra team member always rides bitch, okay?
All right. Man. And so as the car drives off into the, well, are you going to the suburbs of the city next?
Do we want cyber ninjas or cannibals, y'all?
I mean, cannibals sound easier. For being honest, I don't have
Easier,
anything
but
they want.
nastier.
Me and Strongest don't have anything they want.
Wicked's gonna leave this to the driver, so yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna flip a coin. One. I don't know which is worse.
We set parameters, or
Which side was which direction?
okay, how about this?
Odds and evens.
We're gonna roll a six-sided die.
Okay.
Odds are cannibals, evens are ninjas.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay?
You rolling it or am I rolling it?
Yeah, I'll roll it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 6.
So that's ninjas. So you're going into the city.
Wait,
We're
so
going
don't
into the
sixes-
city.
Don't sixes blow up, and then if you get another, is it cannibal ninjas? I'm just saying.
Cannibal
Oh
ninjas.
god! Cannibal
Oh
cyber
my God.
ninjas, so that means they
Direct
eat you.
Cannibal
Omega.
Cyber Ninjas just sounds like one of those Ninja Turtle ripoffs that came out in the 90s.
Cannibal
Wait, no, that
cyber
means that they
ninjas.
eat people like Omega and Strongest, so
Yeah.
Wicked and I are good.
All right. Well, as you take off down the windy and broken road towards the city, that is where we will take our 5-minute break. So we will be right back. And remember, while we're gone, you can still donate. You can send a ton of money our way. You could donate $5,000 right now, and no one would say anything bad about it. We'd all be, we'd all modestly be happy.
Flabbergasted, I think, would be an appropriate
Yeah,
term.
there you go. Yeah, our guests will be flabbered. All right, so we will see you in 5 minutes, and thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye!
Strongest.
Hello, and we're back. I almost said hello in Strungus's voice, which would have been actually probably appropriate. Hello, we're back. So our heroes have piled into a car, into Daphne's car, and are driving into the large, dilapidated cyberpunk city that is in front of them. Well, it's pretty much what you expect driving from the suburbs into a city after the apocalypse. You see, a slowly the crumbled buildings start getting a little bigger, although still crumbled. The street lights get a little closer together, even though they're blinking and hissing. You find yourself pulling up to a roundabout or a traffic circle if you're from Massachusetts, with a single big light in the middle of it. It doesn't look original. It's this long pole, and then at the top of the pole, there's almost like one of those standing lamps that everybody had in college. Just this big like dome with light coming off of the bottom of it. You don't see anybody around, but the light is the brightest thing you've seen in a long time.
He's gonna just
Okay.
peek in the rearview mirror at Scogus and be like, "Is that like you with the door? Is that supposed to be like a stay away, or is that supposed to be a come closer and get your asses kicked?"
Um, this wasn't here last time I was here. I don't know. It might be a portal. They can look different. It might be a trap, like it might be bait. Might be just somebody left the light on. I don't know.
Omega turns off her headlight eyes and gets off from the top of the car.
Shunk.
Yeah. And she picks off a piece of zombie that was still stuck to the car and just chucks it at the light.
I love that everything you guys encounter, you test by throwing zombie parts at it.
Yeah, the running theme. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's gonna take so long to detail
the
this thing.
the zombie hand goes flying through the air, and it seems to hit something. The air around the traffic circle ripples a little bit as it goes through, and then you don't see it anymore. If anybody wants to make some kind of tech check, you can, to say try and see what you're seeing.
Can I use my scrounge tech?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. So I activate my specialize. And
Beautiful.
that is a 13 because I got a 4 and a 4, so 13.
Great. Yeah, you're good. This is definitely a hologram kind of illusion thing. Like there's something inside this traffic circle that the people don't want you to see.
She goes, say, cloaking barrier of some kind.
Cloak, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Alright, strongest, is this cyber ninja thing?
I mean, that would be my guess. That seems like the sort of thing they'd set up.
Yo, ninjas. You in there?
Yo, ninjas.
Omega takes out her thigh gun.
Yo ninja, yo ninja, yo.
And shoots at the light. Yeah, sure. Yeah, she shoots at the light. Why not?
All right.
Most problems in life are solved by guns. Might as well.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, Tabletop Spinners does not. Anyway, give me a guns check.
Let's do it. I got a 6 and a 3, so it's a 6 on the good one. Does that do anything or no?
Oh yeah, you roll it again.
Explodes.
And add.
Okay. 6 plus 3, 9 minus 3, so 6. Plus 13,
what's your
19.
gun? 19. Okay,
19.
great. That's a very good roll. You take aim at this light. You sort of see the rippling air around it now and adjust for it. You aim down the sights. What cool thing do you say before you pull the trigger?
I think she just. Let's see. I think she goes, all right, lights out, ninjas.
Beautiful.
I was hoping you would say lights
I was
out.
hoping you would say lights out too. All right, you shoot. The bullet flies through the air. It disappears when it hits the barrier, and then you hear a loud clunk and a shattering sound, and you see what looked like a roundabout start to and fade away, and actually around the edge of what was once this roundabout is a heavily fortified wall made up of like debris and stuff, but it's not one of those hastily thrown together Les Mis barricades. It's actually like somebody has put some thought into this and like taken the pieces of debris and turned them into bricks and, you know, weaved some rebar through for strength. And so it's about, you know, like 10 feet high. It goes all the way around, and in front of you there's a big golden gate that is open.
Where's the zombie hand?
The zombie hand is just to the right of the gate, having bounced off the wall.
She goes and picks up the hand and puts it in the trunk for later when we need to throw. The hand has something else.
In the trunk.
That's really unsanitary, you know.
Oh,
She puts it on a blanket that's in the trunk.
probably have some Ziploc baggies.
What's a Ziploc?
It's fine. It's fine. It's done. It's done. So Golden Gate, huh? Great.
So, Strungus.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I told you guys that I'd been hiding in a gas station for I don't know how long. Like, I know there
Yeah, we
are
gathered.
cyber ninjas because I saw them driving around on their cyber motorcycles with their ninja masks, but I don't know like what their buildings look like. I don't come into the city except for when I need to get food for the rats.
How far away
You
from the
mentioned
gate are
these
we?
rats. I don't know about the rats.
I mean, there's rats in the gas station, and I feed them because they're cute.
Strongest 1 and 2, huh?
No, strongest 2 was my father. Strongest 1 was my father's father.
You said they were pets.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird. They were pet computer viruses, and then I got uploaded into this. You know, supervillain stuff. Don't worry too much about it.
Is your dad Clippy? Like,
When you say that, he goes, "Mwah, mwah, mwah. It looks like you're trying to do a document. Would you like me to help?" Oh, I think this is the 4th or 5th game that I've been in where Clippy has made some kind of appearance.
How far away from this gate are we now?
Well, it's probably like 5 feet up the hill of the roundabout.
Wicked literally just wanders up and smacks the staff with the gate.
Oh, the gate's open.
Oh, I know. He's still gonna try and make noise smacking the staff with the gate.
Oh, okay. All right. You hear a nice echo.
Warriors.
Come out to play!
there's no stealth with this group. I love it.
There's no stealth with any RP group.
Not Asakar. One of you is clunkety clunkety. Wicked is the most polite, like, Sifu ever.
Yeah. Now, just so you guys know, I'm not like, I know, you know, getting faced with a challenge like this can feel somewhat railroady. You do not have to go through the gate if you don't want. You can drive around somewhere else in the city and see what else you discover. You know, as it's a roundabout, there's definitely roads going off in several directions from it, or you can go through.
How funny would it be if we took down the Cyber Ninja's cloaking device just to go kill some
What?
cannibals?
Like, Job's done. Let's go.
We killed a
Well done.
light. Can we move on now, Fred?
Fred,
Oh yeah,
we got this light.
does that count as a gate open?
Does that count? You think he's
Fred's
sleeping up there?
I think he's using the wrong microphone again.
Fred, it's the other button.
He's not really allowed to help and answer questions during the tournament.
Allowed?
Allowed?
I mean, yeah, there's rules. He made the rules, but he still has to follow them.
It's not really.
If everybody can just call on the all-knowing God in the sky whenever they wanted,
It's not really that guy's a god.
Well, it's for the purpose of the game. I mean,
The game?
the tournament, the death tournament that you're all in.
That is right.
I mean, there's people watching it, so I assume they think of it as a game.
I don't know that there's people watching this. I think maybe he was just talking to people in his head.
Well, you can believe in your magical sky god, and I'll believe in mine. So what are we doing? Where are we going? What's next?
Doesn't appear to
It's
be
been
anybody
fun
here.
so far. We threw a zombie hand. We shot a light.
Listen, I literally think this group's only mode is forward. So
Yeah.
Gate?
It's
Golden
zombies,
Gate?
So,
And a gas station.
no.
Yep. All right.
I guess
biggest
it's walking
enemy
through
so
the
far
thing.
has been decisions.
That was wicked.
Daphne, are you gonna drive through or walk through?
Not leave my car just in case some cybernetic ninjas decide they're gonna scrap it.
All right, got it. No, I'm just kidding.
That
All
is
right.
the only mode.
Wait, do you gun it through this gate?
No.
Okay. Once the two of you on foot and this car driving very slowly behind you get through the gate, to the shock of absolutely everyone, the gate slams up from the ground behind you, sealing the passage out that you just came through. Strungus goes, "Yeah, I think we all saw that coming."
Yeah.
That's why I didn't leave the car.
As you drive through this sort of dark hallway, these lights pop out of the wall and start following each of you at about head height. And from them comes one of those nifty, flat lasers that just sort of goes down and up your heads, and then disappears back into the darkness.
Can I try and smack mine?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a martial arts check.
As she's smacking at hers, Wicked looks at his and goes, "Curse your sudden and inevitable betrayal."
10.
No, you do not smack it. It zips up and then comes back down and does a faster scan and then zips away.
A lot of woman to scan.
So the car and you two, there's sort of a light at the end of the tunnel, and as you pull through it and through another golden gate, which also slams behind you, you find yourself in a very nicely constructed big old circle. It's just like the wall of the outside. Someone put some thought into this. There's spikes coming off the outer walls to prevent people from climbing out of the big circle, and there is a man. First of all, the above the wall with the spikes, there's a bunch of seating, and it's not a packed house, but there is probably a couple hundred people, all of them wearing tweed suits, men, women, otherwise, and staring down at you in silence. At the very front, just across from you, there is a larger pavilion, and there's a man sitting in not a throne, but like one of those rolling office chairs, He's also wearing a tweed suit and has a very close cropped beard and little glasses on, and he's holding a hefty looking book that he's sort of flipping through and reading aimlessly. And when he notices you come in, he goes, "Oh, good. We don't have to fix the trap then. So because they came in anyway. Great."
So not cyber ninjas.
No.
Wicked says to himself.
My friends, welcome to the Psychiatrist Society of Cyber Earth. And behind you, you hear Strungus go, "Oh fuck, that's way worse than ninjas." Here at the.
Are the ninjas still? Can we leave? Ninjas?
Yeah, can you did you kill the ninjas, or can we go and find them? Like,
No, you can't find the ninjas. You can't fight the ninjas. They're dead. We psychoanalyzed them to death, just as we're about to do to you. And the crowd kind of mildly claps. So anyway, any last words before you lose completely and the psychiatrists finally get to leave? No? Okay.
I'm so confused.
We scanned your...
Omega
sorry.
raises her hand.
I appreciate the decorum, yes.
And she goes, "Can I just shoot you in the head, or do we have to do this whole thing?
I mean,
I don't have emotions."
that's fascinating. Tell me about that more. Tell me about your mother. He pulls out a notepad.
No.
Well, you had to try. All three of you were scanned as you entered this building, as I'm sure you noticed. We dove through your memories, and we discovered an ex-romantic partner of each of you that you will now be facing, because no one can kill the one that they love, so we automatically win.
I've got romantic partners?
Yes, you don't. Get them! So these holographic people shimmer into existence. Daphne, for you, it is a strapping man in a motorcycle jacket, wearing very cool sunglasses that you recognize as the father.
All right, Greg, I already killed you once.
For Wicked, you find yourself facing off with a holding up. Oh, why did it close? Oh, weird. Sorry about that.
Now Gus.
Let me share it again. I'm gonna need that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, so Omega, Wicked, you find yourself facing off against. She looks like a very. You know what? No. He looks like a very pretty young man. He's got, like a very nice, like, almost kind of a ballerina outfit on. But the thing that sticks out about him, besides his glowing blue eyes, are the long, scissor-like blades coming out of each of his wrists. And he just kind of glowers at you. Omega, nothing pops up. And then nothing pops up. And then you hear an awkward computer voice saying, calculating, no romantic partner, found. Summoning, equivalent. And a figure appears in front of you that is absolutely looks like the default human from any like old computer graphics program. It's just a human silhouette with no hair, no clothes on, no anything defining on it, no nipples, no genitals. It is absolutely T-posing.
To establish dominance, yes. Thank you.
Yes,
go on.
Absolutely. And it appears across from you, and you're all facing off with your evil exes. And then the lead psychiatrist says, "Attack!" And we will roll initiative.
I think you said Omega for 2 of those. Which one was mine?
Oh, Wicked, you got the man in the ballerina suit.
Gotcha.
Sorry. I said
obsessed
Omega,
with-
oops, Wicked, but you probably didn't hear the oops, Wicked.
That's all right.
That's
I'm
okay.
obsessed with this, actually, and fully.
Right. Okay.
I'm ready to kill my husband again, y'all.
Let's go! I'm ready to kill whatever android is in front of me.
Not what I want, Photoshop. Still not what I want. Why won't you let me just change this Photoshop? There
That's
we
what
go.
you're using, isn't it?
It is. It's the first thing that popped into my mind on how to do this about an hour ago. Well, 2 hours ago.
That is incredible. Fully and completely.
Just duplicate this one more time. Change this one to a color we don't have. What's a color we don't
No, Ballerina Man interests me the most.
For those
Uh-huh.
watching the stream, we are using a Photoshop thing to tell us what order we're taking turns in.
Yep.
And Mike is currently arguing with it.
have? I am, and I'm winning. All right.
That's his evil ex.
Always. Okay, and so orange also goes on. Okay, what numbers did y'all get?
11.
13.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was looking away from the screen. Who said 13?
Me, Luna, Daphne.
Me, Luna, Daphne. That's your new character
Me,
name.
Luna, Daphne.
Okay, and Omega, Omega, what did you get?
9.
9.
9.
Okay, well that means first up it is Daphne.
Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna. I guess once, because it's like a coliseum kind of setup.
Yeah, it's absolutely an arena, like
Alright, so definitely like the car is back in the hall. We walked up. I don't know how this worked.
Well, you drove the car in, right? You were driving the
Yeah.
car all the way in, so the car's in the arena. It definitely slammed.
Oh.
The door slammed behind you, but the car's in the arena.
Okay. Well,
You built your
she's gonna
character
go
around a
ahead and-
car. I'm not going to take the car away from you.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's gonna go ahead and get out of the car and grab that tire iron. She's like, I already beat you with my fist one time. Now you get a tire iron. Might go faster this way.
He says, "Hey, sweetie, I
No.
missed you."
She's gonna
Been a
run
long
up and
time.
just try to bash his face in.
He
Like, not even
says,
gonna let him stop.
he says, "How's Henry?" Right before you get to him. Go ahead and give me a martial arts.
No, that is extra. Like, nope.
Put some extra stank on
I
that.
explode.
Oh, nice. Which one exploded? The good or the bad?
My good.
Oh, good.
I did the same thing as Dusty, so that was a 6 and a 3 minus 3, so that's a 6 plus 13, so that's 19.
Nice. Okay, great. Yeah, that definitely hits him. So now that we're fighting things that aren't books, what I need you to do is take the smackdown you got, which is whatever you rolled, 19 minus 12, so that's 7, and add that to your attack damage. Which everyone has a
Okay.
base attack damage, and I'm not sure off the top of my head what it is, but I can
Is
find
it
out.
the first or the second number on the like the
Oh,
weapon?
it's the first number.
Okay, so that's 9.
Okay. Have to make some stats. Keep track of this.
And then it does say if I want to go ahead and use a fortune, I can, after you make a successful martial arts attack with a wrench, tire iron, or improvised blunt weapon, spend 1 fortune as an interrupt to give it a DV of 15 until the next keyframe.
Sorry, I was writing something down. Can you give me all of those technical terms again?
Yes. If I roll a successful martial arts attack with my tire iron, I can spend 1 fortune as an interrupt to give it a DV of 15 until the next keyframe.
Yeah, so you can spend a fortune right now, and your action will take 1 more shot than it normally would, but then it'll do 15 damage instead of whatever it does now.
I'll do it. I want to bust his face in.
All right, sounds good. All right, you smack him directly in the face, and it looks pretty bad. Let's see. Okay, cool. He gets to go next. So, he's going to get hit and then kind of back into shape and go, "You know he's my boy, right? He never belonged to you. He's mine." And then he is going to pull out a he's going to reach into his jacket and pull out a little Uzi thing and take a shot at you. So that will be, let's see.
You've always been a thug, Greg.
What's your defense?
13.
Oh, that's not good. He rolled a -1, but he still hits you. So, what is your toughness?
6.
Okay, so then you would take 4 damage because he does 11 with the gun, but then -1, and then minus your toughness. And he's going to laugh evilly. Meanwhile, Ballerina Man looks at Wicked with a shocked face and says, "Sage, I thought I'd never see you again. I missed you." And then tries to take your head off with one of the knives. "I won't miss again." Wow, he's terrible. These people are terrible at rolling. Does a 11 hit your defense? Yeah,
no, I have 14 defense.
All right, so he goes swinging for you, and you just straight matrix dodge right out of the way. All right, so that is them gone. Next up is Wicked.
Wicked looks utterly confused. No, Wicked doesn't look utterly confused because Wicked's got a mask on. Inside, he's I'm gonna roll a martial arts attack.
Okay.
Or just a martial arts check. 18.
That would definitely hit if you're attacking.
Okay, no. I'm going to spend 3 chi and a shot to do point blockage.
Okay.
Which makes it so that my opponent can't do anything until the next keyframe. They literally can't take any actions. unless they take 3 wound points. At which point, Wicked's going to sit down in front of them, and just start asking questions. Who's Sage? Who am I? Am I Sage? Who are you? Why the ballerina outfit? What is going on?
You have to let me answer a question, Sage.
Well,
your name is Sage. Yes. I was your paramour.
What? When? What? Why are you trying to kill me?
I am not.
Just question after question.
Yeah. He'll just say, "I am not really him. I have his memories, but I have been programmed to kill you." All right, we will move on to
Incredible.
Luna or Daphne. You're up again. Actually, sorry, I'm gonna have Omega go first.
Okay. Does this thing say anything, or is it just T-posing menacingly at me?
It's just T-posting
Fax noise.
menacingly at you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk up and punch it in the chest.
Okay. Give me a martial arts.
Scrounge tech attacks with a damage value of 11.
Cool.
Okay. So we've got 2 plus 3, 15.
Yeah, that'll hit. All right, so you do 11 damage. Minus your. Oh wait, so you got 3, so you actually do 14 damage. But then minus his
Hey.
toughness, so you do 7 damage.
Let's go.
All right, Daphne.
All right. She like looks at like the bullet that just went through her arm. Is that all you got, Craig? You're always a fucking pussy. And she's gonna try to kneecap him.
All right. Oh, go ahead and give me a
Incredible.
kneecap roll. Now remember, folks,
Damn
this system is based off of crazy action sequences, John Wick and the like. So the more description you give me and the cooler the attack is, the more bonuses I'll give you.
All right. Well, I got a whole 0 on my dice. So that's a 13. I guess
That
we
hits.
still have the +2s. I don't know if that hits. Okay, I was
That
like,
hits, yeah.
ow.
How much damage does your pipe do again? 11?
I used my thing, so it does 15.
All right, it does 15. Okay, so we add 1 to that because you were 1 over his defense, so that's 16, and then minus 7 is 9, I think. Okay. The one problem with me running any TTRPG is that math is involved. All right. Okay, cool. Moving some people around, and then it is once again. And I didn't move. And then it is once again Ballerina Man and the ex-husband's turn. Ballerina Man, of course, being stunned, is just sitting there answering questions. He tells you about your life on the road as part of a traveling ballet show with him.
I did ballet?
Yeah.
Why can't this thing come off my face? Why does it say wicked on my face?
That occurred after you left me. I do not know what befell you.
I left you? Why did I leave you? What happened?
Did not explain. You simply said, I have to go. I hope. No. I love you. And then ran out the door.
So sad.
Okay, ex-husband is gonna go, and he's just I'm gonna actually just take Ballerina Man off the initiative order since he's stunned until the next round. And so, actually no, I'll leave him here. Ex-husband looks at you and says, "You thought you could kill me? You thought you could kill me? You're a terrible mother. Henry's gonna turn out to be absolute shite. You should have left him with me. You should have gone and run away like you always do." And then he's going to take a shot at you with his machine gun again. See if he can roll any better this time. He cannot. But a 14 hits you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that'll be 11 damage minus your toughness.
Okay, so 5.
And remember, as you take wound points, you're adding them together. You're trying not to reach. You're trying not to reach. Where is the player value?
25.
35. Yeah, 25 gives you impaired. 35, you have to start making death checks.
Okay.
All right. So that was the ex-husband. And after him is finally T-Pose Man gets to go. He looks at you, and like the featureless face kind of opens a little bit with this weird like sucked in mouth, and he goes and then just starts spinning.
Oh dear God. Oh my good heavens.
Wow, I'm gonna get different dice.
No, I
That
think
was
it's fine.
Terrifying.
Let's see. Does a 14 hit you?
Yes, just
Okay.
barely.
So he is gonna do 11 damage minus your toughness.
My toughness was 9.
Great. So he does 2 damage.
Ooh.
He's terrifying, but not necessarily effective.
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
You got that right.
Big bag of die. Not enough d6s. All right. It will be Wicked's turn now.
How long ago was this? Okay, you're not them, so you don't have the emotions. Just start listing off everything you know.
I will list off everything that I am aware of. And he just starts going. There's a lot of random stuff in there. You find out that your favorite food was poutine. You find out, or poutine, sorry, not poutine. You find out that you loved to look at the stars, and they were often hard to see in the city, so you two would take trips out while you were on tour to the countryside and look at the stars. You find out that your first fight was over dishes being left in the dishwasher, but neither of you remember who left the dishes in the first place. General things like that. You don't get a lot. You don't get because it's just stream of consciousness. You sort of get what you get.
Wicked is literally leaning forward, hanging on every word.
Perfect. All right. So. I mean, technically you've done nothing, but I would count that as a full action anyway.
Oh yeah, that's definitely their action.
Yeah.
This is incredible framing.
All right. So we're back to our good friend, the Jerk X. Actually, no, we have. Okay, so Omega, you're up.
Okay. I have an idea.
Okay.
Would you say that the damage I did dented his chest plate in?
Yeah.
Is there a lip for me to grab?
Yeah, I can see that.
So I have a skill called sabotage.
Okay.
I want to essentially grab the lip with my free hand and then reach into his chest and pull out anything I can grab.
Okay. So you're sort of trying to reach through. Well, actually, no. Give me a check on this. Is there a check with it?
I can use sabotage
Great.
because I can sabotage his internal organs.
Love it. Count that as a
Okay.
sabotage attack.
2. That is a 15.
Okay. Can't stand it. I know you planned it. So does the sabotage doesn't really have a damage, but we'll add a damage anyway. So we're gonna say you. So like the hole in his chest, it's more of like a depression. Like me. It goes in a little bit, and then there's like more of that weird fabric skinny cover. But you push your hand forward, and you're able to sort of push it back, and then eventually sort of force your hand through. And as you're feeling around on the inside, there's really nothing on the inside. And so you kind of say, screw it, and pull your hand back out, shove your gun through, and fire twice, upwards generally. And it will, yeah. So we'll do your gun's damage. What's your gun's damage?
It says guns 13.
Well, that's
but
you should have an item in your inventory for your gun. That'll give you
futuristic
damage.
pistol. It's 10/1/4.
Okay, so we're going with a 10. So and you add 1 for being 1 over, minus his, so that is 8 damage that you did to him.
All right.
Okay, great.
Side note before you start the next turn. What is Stratus X's look like? Because they're in here too.
I was about to ask, where the hell Strong?
Oh, Strungus! I forgot to roll for
Strungus.
Strungus! Oh my
Yeah, what the-
gosh! All right, Strungus is joining us. He'll be
Strongest
joining.
X is a cyber ninja.
Yeah. Absolutely, I need to create a token for Strungus. I am so sorry. I have let you all down. Also, Zen pointed this out. This is all this fight right now is happening thanks to your donations. I was gonna pull something random out, and then people donated $20 to get someone's ex as a bad guy, and $20 to get psychiatrists as a bad guy. So that's how this happened, and I love it.
Thank you so much. I am obsessed with this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Strungus will be yellow.
As he should be.
And we'll say, yeah, he'll start on 3. That makes sense to me. Or actually, no, he'll start on this track, but after y'all go. Oh god, I was saying it was Omega's turn. Is that what I said?
Yeah, I just went.
Okay. Oh, you just went. Okay, so then it's Daphne, I think. Or no, Daphne went too, didn't you?
It's Strungust's turn.
Daphne, did you
I was
just
gonna
go?
say,
Yes, because you
no.
No. All right, so
No.
you're up.
I have a question. What are chase points for cars?
The one thing that I didn't look at in the rules over the past week was the rules for car chases, because I said to myself, we're never going to do a car chase in this weird game I've come up with. So in the interest of time and not me desperately searching for a rulebook, I will just say you can use a chase point to add a fortune die to your... Well, how many chase points do you have?
Oh no, it just says when you're your vehicle, if your vehicle has 35 or more chase points, gain +2 martial arts.
Oh. Well, let's say your vehicle has 35 or more chase points. I mean, you have the vehicle in your inventory on your character sheet. Does it say anything about chase points that you see?
No, it has acceleration, handling, and frame.
Okay.
I
Then
think
yeah, let's
chase
just sit.
points are basically the car's hit points.
Okay.
'Cause this is saying
Oh.
25 to 29 chase points, you suffer -1 impairment. 30 to 34
Got
chase
it.
points, you suffer -2 impairment. We love Control Alt
So good. So good.
or
Wait,
Control
Control-
F, whatever.
Okay, I
the
was
fuck
gonna
it
say
is.
Control Alt.
Control F. Listen, I'm
Uh,
EP.
I understand. We are all very EP in our own way. Okay, so so that will happen if your car gets damaged a bunch. So good to know.
So can it just be good? I've only used it to kill some zombies.
Yeah, it's in pretty good shape right now.
Alright, awesome, because I feel like a womanly urge to murder rises deep from within her.
Sorry, just to be clear quickly, if its chase points are like HP, that means they work in reverse, so you would be gaining them as it takes damage. So right now it has 0, not over.
Oh, okay. Then never mind. She still has the womanly urge to murder.
Yeah.
Rise within her. And I think just like that tucked back feral scream in the back of the throat just arises, and she's like, I'm a terrible mother. Okay. Okay, Greg. Okay, Greg. And then she's just gonna probably like throw the tired iron at his face again, and then hope it just kind of like bounces back to her hand like that.
Boomerang.
As soon as it
Throws it
bounces
like a
back, she can
fucking
go to-
boomerang.
If you spend a fate point or whatever the equivalent is for your character, it will absolutely bounce back to your hand. But since this is ranged, this is a guns check, not a martial arts check.
Okay.
Guns in this system covers guns, bows, throwing things. It's just all guns.
Okay. I don't know what that is to add or anything.
Oh, if you don't have it, then your value is 7.
Okay. I exploded again!
All right.
Oh my gosh, it's the same thing. I got a 3 on my negative, so we'll see. I I exploded again.
How many in a row is that?
That was just 2. I accidentally threw it away.
Oh.
All right, that's 16 minus 3, so that's 13
Plus 7.
plus 7.
You definitely
is
hit.
20.
You definitely hit. And you have an 8 smackdown to add to your damage.
So
Zen, you should get your wife flowers regardless.
Yes, always get your wife flowers.
So, 9 plus whatever you just said that I forgot. My brain went
8, I believe. Yeah, 8. So,
17.
17 damage. Holy
And it comes
crap.
back.
Okay, hold on. Just use Google to do it, Mike. Okay. Your thing comes flying out and smashes him in the face. And he is staggered. He
This
looks
is why I moved
real
on
bad.
to women, Greg.
Oh, he looks really beat up, and also he's kind of glitching. There's like, you know, the holographic nature of him is kind of every now and then. And you have done very good damage to him, very good indeed. All right, so we move you down to here.
Oh wait, what? How long does a keyframe last?
Until the next time. So like you're on shot 6 right now. If you did a keyframe, it would last until shot 6 of the next round.
Okay, so my last thing is done. Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah. Cool. Something really quick. Okay, cool. He's exactly where he should be. All right. Cool. So you are gonna go down the track a little bit, and next up is the very, very. Actually, no. Wait. Players go first. I count Strungus as a player. Strungus unfolds himself from the back of the car, and says, Actually, Strungus gets out of the back of the car, sees you two kneeling and chatting, and goes, "Look out!" and runs over and swings his bat at the ballerina boy. So he is gonna do. Where is he?
How does he see?
Strungus is a good index. Poor Strungus.
Okay. So he's swinging this thing at your ballerina man.
What is an
He is-
interrupt?
Interrupt means you can interrupt an action. Exactly. You spend a shot to do it.
Is it a? No, it's a chi. I spend 1 chi to when the opponent. Oh, wait, he has to miss first. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's see if he does. Let's see. I'm fighting myself.
It's okay. We all do sometimes.
God, I lost. Where? Okay. So he does hit. So he will do. Let's see. He does 12 minus 7. So he comes over and goes BAM! Across the head of your ballerina bow, who takes 5 damage.
Is that 5 wound points?
Yes, 5 wound points.
Okay. That breaks them free of the point blockage.
Oh, it does. Okay. Then I will move them to this spot.
Strungus.
I saved you! Look, I saved you! You were trapped by that thing's weird hypnotism! And so, immediately, the ballerina man is going to turn and attempt to strike Strungus in retaliation, saying, "You have interrupted our conversation. That was very impolite." That does hit, and he will do 5 wound points to Strungus.
How many wound points does Strungus have?
Strungus was created as a featured enemy, so he goes down around 35. So he's doing okay. But yeah, the ballerina stands up, readjusts its head, and then just stabs right through Strungus's chest. Please do not interrupt. I am dispensing information.
I'm so glad we brought Strungus along as a damage barrier.
Yeah.
All right, so he's now down here.
Take all our
And
damage, Strungus.
ex-husband goes, "Ah, you broke my fucking nose, you fucking!" And then the next thing he says is drowned out by the sound of him shooting at you. Let's see. Does a 12 hit you?
Nope.
Yep, he's just holding his face and firing wildly and hitting absolutely nothing, not even your car. And that'll end his stupid turn. Alright, that brings us to... 3 is going to be an interesting shot. Everyone goes. Okay, so... let's see. The T-pose boy goes...
Oh, please.
and starts spinning at you again.
Okay.
Luckily, none of these guys can roll.
Different.
Alright, that's a little better. Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 13 damage minus your toughness.
My toughness is 9, so 4.
Alright, write that down. Okay. So... next up is, Wicked.
All right, Wicked's gonna make another martial arts check. That's 6 is explode, so it's 3, so 9. That's just 6, so 20.
Yeah. Well, what are you trying to do?
Point blockage again.
Okay.
Point blockage on the ballerina man, which gets me down to 1 chi point left. He turns, looks at Strungus, and says, "Go away." And sits back and says, "That was the last time I could do this. You, 5 times speed, go."
Okay, so he's blocked until turn 3 again. Turn shot 4 again. All right, cool. Yeah, he starts very rapidly going, "And then you took me to meet your parents. I do not know if they liked me. You assured me they did, but I do not think they did." And just keep going down on that kind of story. It was an awful pizza date. Okay, cool. Shot 3, everybody's going. So we're gonna start with Daphne this time.
All right. How's this man looking?
He's looking real bad.
Manograph.
Real bad.
All right. She's gonna like spit some blood into the dirt and just be like, "Greg, you're not even worth it. You're really not."
I was always more worth it than you. Wait, sorry. I was always more worth it than you, lady.
Strungus, don't pat it on.
Strungus turned on you.
The Matrix is glitching. Strungus's voice is coming out of your ex.
Strungus, I trusted you.
Strungus is your ex. What a twist!
This is what he's become.
Goes out to Strungus now. She's going to basically do that thing where it's like drags the tire iron just across the ground, is drawing a line.
Hell yes.
And then as she's just slowly walking up to this guy, just like, "Greg, you could have been a great dad. You could have been a great husband, but you decided to be a dickwad instead." And then she's just gonna swing it up and just like try to break his jaw.
As you're swinging, he goes, "Come on, baby, I'm the best yet." Please roll your attack.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
That's a -4. So
What's your
9.
attack? Oh, that does
Use
not
maybe
hit.
9,
2. Use a
Yeah.
+2.
I will tell you above table, a +2 will not help you here.
Damn it. Damn
You guys
it.
do have those +2s to use.
We have two. Use them both.
Actually, though, the dragging the tyrant along the ground was cool enough that I would probably give a +2 to that, which would then bring you. You'd still have to use both +2s to hit him.
Okay, so so that +2 makes it 11.
Yep, and then you need. I'll just tell you, you need 3 more to hit him, so you'd have to use both.
Okay, never mind.
Unless somebody wants to throw some donations at the channel so that they have more +2s to do.
11. Okay, so that makes it 13. So 13's not gonna do it.
No.
Alright.
Alright, well, you miss, and he goes, ah! Ha ha! You always choked when it came down to it.
Can I hit this man?
Oh god, what, Greg?
I just got that. That's great. All right. I will once again post the donation list in chat so people know. I wish chat would let me format it so it looked good, but it doesn't. Just gonna have to read it. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. So, you have gone. It is now Omega's turn.
What is impairment?
So after you go over a certain threshold, you take -1 impairment, and then the next time you take damage, you get -2 impairment. It's a permanent -1 or 2 to your rolls until you're healed up. It can't ever go above -2.
Okay. So
I will say, no, that's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So never mind then. Because I have a thing for impairment, but I wasn't sure what it was, so.
Does it grant impairment? Because if it grants impairment, that's something different. You can just give people the impairment condition.
No, every point of impairment I have, my damage increases by +2.
Ah.
And the shot cost of any attack against you increases by your degree of impairment.
Cool.
So
you can't use that now, but if you take a lot more damage.
I am going to... Can I flamethrow both my horror freak show and her ex?
I'd say so. Yeah, he just was a -2.
Beautiful. Yes, I really want to flamethrow both of their asses.
Beautiful.
So the gun melts into my hand and the flamethrower hand comes back. And I just go, fuck this. And blast both of them.
Beautiful.
Okay, I got an explosion for the good die, thank God. So 9 -1, 8 plus Ground Tech. So 13 plus 8, 21.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit him all right. It hit both of them all right. So good job. So how much damage does your flamethrower do?
11.
Okay, and it's 11 plus, plus, what do you get out of 21?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 11 plus 9, so you do 20 points of damage to both of them. So Greg is in the middle of mocking you when this wall of flame just comes from your side and washes over him, and you just see him kind of go, always best at mother, and just disappear. And just turn into cubes like a Tron thing and just melt into the floor. And Greg is down. T-pose, let's see, takes 20 damage. he's glitching like hell, but he's still holding on.
Omega waves at Daphne.
Daphne winks and blows her a kiss.
she will catch it.
Daphne is so powerful she can even seduce ace icons.
As she should be.
Yeah. All right. So that was Omega. Then we've got Strungus. Strungus, who looks at Wicked and goes, "What? I thought you." Nope. What? I thought you were fighting that one.
Go
This is my
away.
ex.
Strungus is totally your ex, apparently. All right, I can take a hint. And he's gonna run over and try and attack T-Poser.
Good.
Come here, you poser!
That's such a weak pull.
Oh, Strungus explodes!
Yeah.
Strungus explodes again!
Yes,
Strungus!
Strungus!
Y'all, Strungus explodes a third time. And then he got a
I feel
1.
like Strungus just went off like a nuke.
Yeah, Strungus he comes running over and just like does a full cartwheel before he brings the the thing down. There's weird anime lines around him that you don't know how they got there.
It just needs a little direction.
Yeah. So that was total
His ex
a
is,
19 minus 2
His ex was
is
in like one of those Otome date games, and so he's having flashbacks.
yeah. That's right. I never put his ex in there.
This is actually Strungus's ex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amorphous being is actually
I
Strungus'
never
ex.
loved you.
Strungus
I
was
was just
standing
there for
behind
the
Omega,
money!
and it read him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the T-Post thing is totally a representation of whatever computer virus Strungus dated.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so he got a that's plus 7 damage plus the 11, so he does 18 damage to T-Pose guy. Yeah, he comes over and he hits, and it's like a Looney Tunes cartoon. When he hits, the whole thing just goes and then just disintegrates into cubes, just like Greg did. And Strungus goes, yeah, nobody fucks with Strungus.
Yeah, Strungus, I knew we brought you for something.
All right.
Incredible.
All right, Strungus
Oh,
is done.
Strungus.
Okay, so green is out, orange is in, black is out. Okay. So we are now back to a new Oh no, sorry. Wicked, you get one more go if you want to do anything.
Did either of the actual player characters take damage or no?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to continue listening to my ex and just stick my hand behind me and send some healing chi over to Omega, I think is what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's okay. You're not gonna believe me, but okay. Exploded twice. That's 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, minus 1 is 14, plus 14 is 28. You heal for 28 woons.
Dear God!
But yeah.
Did not take that many.
sure
Can I
that?
transfer some over? Can I take the 9 I needed and transfer over to
Is
Daphne?
Daphne hurt at all?
Yes. I also
Okay,
took
so
9.
I will. If you
I'm
want to
pretty sure
take
I can
minus
heal
2
both of
from
them
the heal,
and Strungus.
I was gonna say if you want to take minus
Yeah.
2 from the or minus 3 from the amount of healing you generated, I will let you divide it however you choose among the 3 allies.
Three-way kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 28
25.
minus 3 is 20, 25. So what? I don't know how many each one of you.
They both had
So
9.
Strungus
minus
gets
18.
7.
18.
Strungus
Yep.
gets 7 healing.
Strungus is full healed up. Yep, everybody's full healed up.
And there's 2
you
points to
send
go
out-
out in the ether.
That was
You
my
send
last
out-
chi point.
You put your hand behind you, and in your brain you're casting this minor healing spell that you've done 1,000 times before. But as you look into the eyes of your long lost boyfriend, you're starting to feel a pressure in your brain, and as you reach out behind you to cast this spell and draw on these emotions you're feeling, something triggers and unlocks, and for the first time in a very long time, you start to remember something before the mask. A lot of these memories come rushing back to you, and as you feel the elation and joy of these memories pumping back into your head, the spell that's just a minor spell behind you bursts into this yellow golden cloud of healing. All three of your friends are now completely fully healed. You watch their wounds knit up before you, and there's a person in the crowd with a bloody nose who their nose stops bleeding. And everyone's just kind of shocked for a second because this is a massive display of magic.
Wait. Can I choose what to do with the last two instead of the bloody nose?
Absolutely.
Okay. The zombie hand is somewhere in there. It now becomes active like Feng.
I fucking love that. I am adding Thing to the initiative order.
We're being the Addams family.
All right, so that puts us
Addams
at the
family.
top of a new sequence, which means everyone gets to roll initiative again and see where we land.
Alright. Alright, so Omega's gonna be Morticia, Daphne's gonna be Gomez, Wicked, probably Uncle Fester. I got a 13 again.
10.
Okay, so I got 11 minus 2 because of the. So at the end of the last turn, you guys all, I didn't explain this to you, but you all used an action that would put you over the end of the shot clock. So I'm taking shots away from your initiative roll and putting you where that would be in exchange. Strungus, what did I roll for Strungus? I gotta, okay.
We're unfortunately gonna have to kill the twink after this anyway, so like.
All right. Okay, sorry. Omega and Daphne, what did y'all get?
Omega got 10.
Thank you. And Daphne?
I got a 13.
Okay, but now I'm going to make another roll because even though and so as you've knocked everything out of the as you've knocked out 90% of the characters and seem to have completely subdued another one, which reminds me I should put him on 4.
Don't do this, I saw what it was.
The psychiatrist, the head psychiatrist points down at the arena and says, "Get them!" And the tweed suits just start rolling as hundreds of psychiatrists pour into the arena to fight you. And they will be going, "Oh, not great."
Not what I thought.
Mike, did you see we got donations or not?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
we
my
got 2
God.
more
That's what I
donations.
thought you were doing!
Oh my God. Okay. All
I don't know
right.
how you're gonna do this, but
Is that
the
a red?
people have
first of all?
spoken.
Is that a red? The red that
No.
was. Okay, great, good.
Hey, I'm always up for beating up my dad.
Okay, I did not see
Mine
that.
watched for a little bit earlier in the game.
Oh,
He
that's
texted
nice.
me. He's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but it's nice to see you.
Okay, psychiatrists are going to go on 8. There's going to be an entomologist. I already have a stat line for him. That's great. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I need to find a better way to do this than Photoshop.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Go teal for psychiatrists. Oh no, not psychiatrist. Teal for entomologist.
Probably just open up a roll 20 or whatever next time and move tokens around on it.
Yeah, Roll20 hates me sometimes, and I thought this would be easier. Okay, and okay, as he says, "Get them!" The psychiatrists all swarm the field. There is also a man who walks out from behind the throne and looks at all of you. He's dressed in actually a lab coat and really thick glasses, and he looks at all of you and says, "I don't know if you know this, but I study bugs." And he pops open this ball like a Pokeball, and just a swarm of insects forms around him. I don't have him rolled yet, do I?
I study bugs. Go, Pikachu!
No? And
Oh,
finally,
no,
Cricket
please.
attacks.
due to your other donation, Captain Sky, and thank you so much, we are now going to add one more enemy to this fight.
I don't.
How
don't
do I
have
want to
any
do
words.
this? How do I want to do
Listen,
this?
we gotta kill the ballerina and leave. Like, that's the last one of the main one. Like, we gotta...
Uh,
no.
okay,
We
so
gotta kill it so we can go.
okay. In honor of Captain Sky, and his name isn't actually quite that close to Frankenstein, but we'll do it anyway. We're going to add a hole opens up in one of the arena walls, and this thing stumbles out, and it's got it's got a mustache, it's got a like a polo shirt and shorts. It's wearing a fanny pack. And as you all look at it, as you look at its face, you all see the face of your father, including you, Sage. Yeah, Wicked. It goes, Daddy's home!
Omega sees the scientist that turned her into a cyborg. She doesn't remember.
Yep, that's fair. Alright, oh boy. Okay, I've got a lot of things to... Oh, are these all next to each other? They're all next to each other on the sheet. I don't have to scroll around each time. Yay. Okay. So that brings us to the top of combat, and the first person to go is going to be the entomologist, who is going to look upon the field of battle and say, point at, actually point at Wicked and be like, My children will suck the blood from your bones, and a ton of mosquitoes come flying your way. See how this goes.
So
Does
itchy.
a 14 hit you?
Does beats it? Because I have a 14 defense. I don't know.
Yeah, meets it does beat it. So you will be taking 10. No, wait, sorry, 10 minus your toughness points, wound points.
Minus my toughness.
As these
7,
mosquitoes
so 3.
start slapping themselves into you and biting on things.
Gross.
Yeah, super gross. Nope, not him. Thank you very much for whoever added the entomologist. All right. Next to go is Fatherstein. Fatherstein is also going to lumber towards Wicked because you guys killed everything else so fast. I need to start focusing damage, and also just because, look, it's me, your father. He's gonna go. He's gonna do okay.
What is Wicked with no memory, see?
Well, he's got his memories back now.
Yeah, I've started to
Oh,
get it
that's
back,
right.
so I've been like,
That's
Oh, you-
right.
Yeah. But a 13 will not hit you. So you nimbly dodge to one side as he brings both of his giant weird fists down.
he's not even breaking eye contact with the ballerina dude. He's just listening intently to this 5 times X speed voice that's babbling out memories.
And they are each unlocking a new memory in you now as you hear them. All right, Daphne. Your donations have rendered them speechless.
Daphne's just looking at this scene like, okay, listen, I hate to say this, but do we just pummel the twink and run? I can say that, I'm gay.
Strungus says, the holograms aren't technically part of the psychiatrist team. If you want to open a new portal, you have to kill the psychiatrists.
All of the psychiatrists?
It's funny, because I said hundreds earlier, and then I realized how stupid that would be and how long that would make this fight go. So actually 5 psychiatrists jump out of the arena.
Ooh. Heart attack avoided.
What you didn't realize is that each one of them has at least 100 personalities.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? You know what it is? It's 500 psychiatrists, but you'll see what that means when you start attacking the psychiatrists.
Okay.
Gus figured it out.
Alright, she's, gonna be like, alright, and just books it towards the car and like jumps through Dukes of Hazzard style through the window, and then
Yes.
he's gonna throw it and drive and just be like, "This seems to be the easiest way to clean up."
Start whipping his shitty.
All right. So what are you attacking?
Oh, God. She wants to get out of this hellhole that they have now caught themselves in. There's bugs. There's Dadsaurus. She's gonna go after the main man in tweed. That like was calling all the shots, and it's like, maybe if I hit the lead tweed, that'll weaken
tweed?
them all.
I like
All right. So yeah, go
That
ahead
is
and give me a
incredible.
cars.
Okay, that's a minus, or not minus one. It's just a 1 plus
Okay.
15, so 16.
Okay. God, I need a third tab. What I should have done is I should have taken pictures of all the things that I planned to use and just put them in the cheat sheet document I made, but it's too late now.
The dreaded third tab.
I know.
So is the thing that says like crunch, is that the damage the car is supposed to do?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Okay. Then that's 8.
All right. Just a moment. I need to go to. Okay. 1, 2, 2. Sorry. All right, PDF. I need you to load. Okay, there we go. So I'm sorry. What did you roll to hit?
16.
Okay. So you gun your car into gear and you start going into a super cool. Well, you start aiming for the head psychiatrist, and he sees you. The lead tweed, of course. He sees you coming and runs and jumps to one side. But as he jumps to one side, you plow into a whole crowd of psychiatrists. You start doing a donut. It's just absolute chaos, and you have killed 100 psychiatrists. We're going Dynasty Warriors, baby! All right. So that was your turn.
hundreds of thousands of dollars at billable hours.
Mm-hmm. All right, the entomologist is here still, and he's still focused on Wicked, so he is going to unleash another blast. This time he's like, "Careful!" Wait, sorry, "Careful! I might sting!" And it's just a bunch of bees. All right. 15 definitely hits you, so you are going to take 11 minus your toughness wound points.
So that's 4 more. Okay.
Yep. All right, and that's our teal boy.
So you can save on therapy bills if you kill your therapist.
Or you become the therapist.
Yeah, you chop off their head and you take their power.
Yeah.
Tabletop spinners does not.
How does that make you
Therapists.
feel? As
All
you're
right.
holding their head.
You take your own therapist out. That just kind of makes you what's his name from Twisted Metal on Peacock.
Yeah, Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say Samoa Joe. Wicked, you're up.
Yeah, that was Wicked. Is there some kind of a defense action in this game?
There is. You have to take it as an interrupt to an attack. So it's
Okay.
it's a dodge. You can spend 1 shot to add 3 to your defense.
Can I make some random shit up and say he starts he sticks his staff above his head, tucks in closer to the ballerina, and just starts spinning the staff in a circle, and I'll make a martial arts check to see if I can do for 2, take that one off, and then see if I can get us both defensed up.
Okay. Yeah. but it's a
Cool.
-2, not a -1.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's 3. That's 14, 15, 16, 17 minus 2 is 15.
So you have, let's say, yeah, we'll say that works. So that's +3 defense to the ballerina, and I'm gonna say -1 defense to you because you're focusing on protecting them.
That's fine by me.
Yep.
We're gonna run out of room in the car soon. So we got
Wicked's-
Strongest, we got Twink.
all Wicked says is faster, talk faster.
All right, Father Stein is going to try and break up this wonderful reunion by just trying to punch right through your swirling staff.
Is anybody else picturing the big dudes from like the horror part of Borderlands for the Father Stein? Because that's what I'm seeing in my head. The ones that carry, like, the chest on their back.
I'm kind of imagining a boomer from Left 4 Dead, if I'm honest.
I'm trying not to envision him. I don't know about y'all. Stay safe out there, but.
All right, 15 hits you, so you are going to take 12 damage minus your toughness. And you have 13 damage because you have -1 defense. All right.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Was that against me or somebody else?
That was you. That was
Okay,
you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
How much did I take?
13 minus your toughness.
Okay, so 6 more, so that's 13 total. No. Yeah, 13 total. How many do we have? A lot?
At 25, you start getting impaired. At 30, you get double impaired. At 35, you go down.
Cool. Okay.
Well, you start making death checks, actually. Okay. That brings us to Omega.
Okay. So, I have a thing called Blow Up Real Good. Take X marks of death to make a scrounge tech attack, damage value 20, against X -1 targets. Who
Okay.
can be either in close or range proximity. Your attack hits every target whose defenses your attack meets or beats. If your result is less than the lowest defense among any target, gain a retroactive +1 bonus to it.
Okay.
So what I want to do.
You're gonna take it. So now, just to let you know what marks of death are like. After the fight, you would have to do a mark of death. It's only difficulty 4, so that's good, but it's just a straight roll. You don't get to add anything to it. It's +1 DC for every mark you have on you. And because we are in the last hour of this game, it would be +1 DC by default. If you succeed, you need medical treatment, but you don't die, and you lose all marks. If you fail, you must die dramatically. Cool.
I think it's
Just
worth
wanted
it.
to make sure you knew what you were doing.
It's a one shot. I think it's
Yeah.
worth it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so take X marks of death.
So how many
So-
are you taking?
1.
Okay.
The best time to roll a fucking 1.
Oh no,
Um,
you choose. You don't have to roll for it.
Yeah,
You're
it says
using-
take X marks of death.
Right. The X is the number of people you're targeting.
Oh.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Take
hold on,
X
let me-
marks of death to make a scrounge attack. Damage value 20 against X -1 targets.
Yeah. So the number of marks of death you choose to hit to spend -1 is the number of targets you can hit.
Oh.
So if you want to get 3 marks of death, you can hit 2 targets. If you want to get 4 marks of death, you can get 3 targets, etc.
What if I took 6?
You
What
could.
happened?
I mean, you
Would I
just get 6
die
death marks.
automatically?
No, because I want you to participate in this fight. But well, actually, no. You'd have to make a check. No, you wouldn't have to take a check. You just have the marks of death. So yes, you could do that. If you want to dramatically die at the end of this fight, because that's very likely that you would at that point.
Sorry. I'm gonna think for a second.
No worries.
I think instead of that, I'm gonna do the flamethrower again.
Okay.
And I'm going to focus on the entomologist, and I want to burn up all the bugs that this man has.
Sounds good.
That is what I am doing with my life, is burning up bugs, I guess. 0. So that is 13
Oh.
to attack.
So what are you attacking with?
Flamethrower.
Oh, right, the flamethrower. Okay.
Yes.
So you point out your hand, and the flame shoots out of it. It's very dramatic. But the entomologist.
Can I take a +2?
Absolutely.
And we still have the
Yeah.
2+2.
Hey, you do have 2 +2s. Yeah.
I'm
Then
gonna
you
take a
then
+2.
I'm gonna completely change how I narrate this then, because this fire goes shooting out, and he tries to throw up a beetle shield in time, but he's too late, and the fire just starts consuming him. How much damage do you do?
14.
Okay. All right, that's a good hit. He's definitely singed, but he is not down yet.
Pity.
Then it's gonna be Daphne again.
Okay, alright, I've done 100. Okay, she's gonna try to do, I don't know actual car terms, but
That's totally
she's
fine.
gonna try to do, she's gonna try to do like a 180 and do the same thing she kind of did with the zombies, but try to get like two of the main forms of the therapist.
All right.
And she's kind of just like she's done. She's done with this. She wants to go home. She while she's doing it, she pops the cigarette lighter out and pops a cigarette like with one. She's doing this one-handed and just like.
Strungus is like, those things are unhealthy, right?
I explode, Strungus. How about that, Strungus? Suck it, Strungus.
I mean, only with consent.
It's gonna be 5 + 15 for a 20. I guess -2 for getting 2 of them.
Okay, so 18. Yeah, that definitely does it. So you throw the car into reverse. You take a drag on your cigarette, and you don't even look behind you. You just accelerate in reverse. And you hear behind you, a lot of "Hey, Freud, save me!" That kind of thing.
You just turns up the radio.
Yeah. And you're just going backwards around the arena, and you don't really notice the 200 psychiatrists you've run over, but you have. All right, let's see. Okay, next up is the psychiatrists get to go. The psychiatrists form into a single mass of a giant textbook. They all stack on top of each other to form a textbook, and try to go slam it down on Daphne to try and save themselves and crush the car.
I'll just say in the car.
Yeah. Let's see. Does a 5 hit you?
Do you go by car or do you go by me?
Does your car have a defense stat?
It has acceleration, handling,
yeah, okay,
frame.
so let's not worry about that right now. We'll say it's your defense stat.
Okay,
Does a 5 hit you?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I have a 13.
Well, this giant textbook comes falling down, and you just gun it. They forgot Prometheus style that you can go sideways and not get hit, and they slam into the ground and scatter into a bunch of psychiatrists.
Yeah, she's just doing continuous donuts.
Yeah. All right. Strungus is gonna. Let's see what Strungus is gonna do. Strungus is also gonna focus on the entomologist. Actually, no. Strungus is gonna try and go ham on some psychiatrists. And so you just see him, his little legs pumping like it's like he's a cartoon character, go running down, going, "Death to psychiatry!" and starts swinging his club. Like
I would
crazy.
like to put the option out there that maybe Strongest has a +2 just because Feng is helping him. Just saying.
Give me a roll. You just roll 1d6.
Sure. 4.
Yep. Thing is helping him, and he has a +2.
Hey,
Which is good because he rolled a -3. No, wait, no, that's not his stats. That's the psychiatrist's stats. He rolled. Okay. He got a 12, which I believe is enough to hit our psychiatrist. Nope, it's not. Strungus goes wading into the crowd, just swinging the thing around, and psychiatrists are ducking and dodging around him, going. And how does that feel? Tell me about your childhood. Stop trying to analyze me! Okay, with Strungus down, it's the entomologist's turn. So he is going to, let's see, what's another kind of bug? I'll go, don't fly off now, and send a bunch of flies at Wicked.
It's just annoying.
It's a 16 to hit.
he's like
Yeah.
like an old cartoon villain. Gotta handle my
Everything's in
mustache.
black and white.
Yeah,
Black and white.
he's like
so that-
Doofenshmirtz.
Doofenshmirtz evil incorporate. Okay, anyway, you take 12 damage minus your toughness.
Take my
Uh,
horse flying
5
nature.
more.
Anata.
18 total.
All right. Okay. After Teal Boy is here. Wicked, you're up. Would you like to defy gravity?
When how far into the shots thing from me is Ballerina Boy?
He is 2 away. In
Okay.
2 shots, he will overcome the stun you gave him.
Okay. Can I grab him and drag him to keep him close enough to keep hearing him? Will I go attack the damn entomologist?
Yeah,
and keep fucking
absolutely.
bugs after me?
Absolutely. Just grab him by the back of the collar and drag him along.
Back of the leotard.
So the entomologist was still up at the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
totally jamming the staff into the ground, pole vaulting up on the thing, while holding on to the ballerina
Yep.
guy behind him.
Absolutely. Take a +2 for that because that's cool as hell.
Cool. 4 minus 4 plus 2, 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool.
Let's see. How much damage do you do?
Is that the staff is the umbrella, correct? What is the damage? The first thing, or I
The
don't know
first
what the
thing.
numbers.
Yeah.
It's
There's 3
10.
numbers. We're just always using the first one. I think
10.
the second one,
10
third, are
asterisks,
because of
whatever
range.
10
but I don't
asterisks
know.
is.
Okay, I don't know what the asterisk means, but that's fine. And you said you got an 18?
Oh yes. Sorry, the asterisk is because if somebody else uses my weapon, it does less damage.
Ah, okay. All right. So you've done. You've spring up, holding on to your bow, and you drop kick the entomologist directly in the face. He flies up 3 stairs and lands on his back, and then a bunch of bugs form behind him and push him back up to a standing position. All right. Next up is Fatherstein. So he's going. Wicked is now out of his reach, so he's going to wheel around and go after Omega. So, he explodes. Okay. So, I'm going to assume that a 22 hits Omega.
Yeah.
What's your defense?
13.
13. Someone do 22 minus 13 faster than I can.
9.
Okay. So you are going to take 20 wound points from this attack.
20?
20. He just comes running across the field. He catches you off guard because you're looking at something else and you thought he was fighting Wicked. And he just uppercuts you straight across the arena while he's yelling, "I'm your father! I love you!"
I would like
Surprised
to.
you didn't say who's your daddy.
I would like to remind you both that you can give me a chi point with a shot and a fortune, and then I can heal you with that point. Just saying, because I'm completely out of ki. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. All right. Up next, it's flying through the air. It's Omega.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the exploding thing now on this guy, on this fucker. So I'm going to spend 2 marks of death to just get this man.
Okay, so you get 2 marks of death.
So I now have to roll a attack. Please save me.
I think
okay, that's
do we
fine.
still have 1 + 2 left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we do. If you need it.
16.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
16. Okay, he takes 20 points of damage.
Jesus
So
Christ.
essentially, what
he
happens
actually
is...
takes 22 because you beat his defense value by 2.
So what happens is he absolutely like destroys my ass.
Your whole ass.
My
Your
whole
magnetic ass gets destroyed.
Athletics. No.
which reforms from pieces. So we're fine,
Okay.
everybody. We're good. And she she
Connects.
she reconnects. Yeah, she smacks her chest, and a little disc flies out, and she tosses it at his fucking face, and it connects in the middle of his forehead and explodes.
Nice. So you see him get completely rocked back and knocked on his ass, which you have now wrecked. But of course, you're in midair, and the explosion does still hit you. So you go. Guess why? So you go backflipping and sail into the stands and tumble a few more times.
Can I sail into the entomologist and destroy?
No. These are consequences, not bonuses. So you see on your heads up, a lot of danger and warning signs flashing all of a sudden, because you now have 2 marks of death.
Yep.
All right, after you is Daphne.
Oh, how many psychiatrists we got left?
You got 200 psychiatrists left.
Is there like a medicine check or something?
You can heal people if you have shticks that heal them, but otherwise, no.
Okay. I do not.
But you could spend a shot to give a chi to Wicked so he can heal people.
Yes.
Which basically would make it your turn again, like
Next turn. Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. I don't know if Dusty wants to stay dead, but Daphne likes Omega.
All right.
So Daphne stops doing donuts, and she flicks her cigarette out, and then she's holding one last puff in her mouth, and she blows like a heart smoke ring at Wicked. All right, do up, love.
All right. So that moves you down a shot, and then the psychiatrists are going to get to go. They are going to this time they're going to form themselves into a lectern, and then turn the lectern on its side and try and smash into you with it. What did that roll? Okay. Does an 8 hit you? I know it doesn't. So you once again drive dramatically around this. All right. So that puts us at you again, Daphne.
All right. Okay. Okay.
You have
so
a chance
I
of taking out all
have-
the psychiatrists this turn if you want to take a -2 to your attack.
Yes. So I have something called lightning speed, and I can pay 3 fortune Until the next keyframe, the shot cost of all your driving actions decreases by 1 with a minimum
Ooh.
cost of 1.
Ooh.
Don't know what that means.
It means that instead of taking 3 actions, your actions would take. You take 3 shots, your actions would take 2.
Okay. Let's do that. Why not? We're getting close to the killing
finale.
some to the
All right.
finale.
Does that shtick have a shot cost with it?
No, I read off everything. It says it's just
Okay, cool.
all my driving actions decrease by 1.
Okay, cool.
Which she's going to, she's going to try to just ram through the last of all the psychiatrists. She's just turning up the volume all the way. It's playing, I don't know, like Sweet Child of Mine. She's thinking of Henry. She's like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I explode.
Yeah!
She wants to go home. The only thing that sucks is my other one's a 5. So... Okay, so... 11 minus 5 is back to 6.
Alright, but 6 plus your car.
21!
Alright, yeah, that definitely hits. Boy, does that hit.
Minus 2.
It still hits. Boy, does that hit.
Yeah.
So you go just plow. You see the psychiatrist form, like, start to, move back to form out of the lectern form, and you say, no, there's none of that. And you go running into it, and you plow through one lane of psychiatrists, then you do a hairpin turn and plow through a third lane, and then another hairpin turn.
It
and you
goes up
plow...
on the 2 tires. It's like,
yeah!
Around
do
the
a little...
curve, like... Can she do... Okay, wait. Can she do the wall thing where it's like...
Yes, absolutely. You drive along the wall, absolutely. And as you go through the third and final line of psychiatrists, your car comes to a stop right before the lead tweed. All of his psychiatrists are dead, but he looks at you and says, I know the inside of your mind! You can't! And then your hood pops and takes his head off.
Yeah, it's a dangerous place in there.
Alright, so, that will be... I've already moved you. Alright, so we are going to get Strungus a turn. He is out of psychiatrist to fight, so he is going to go and try his luck with Father Stein. He's going to go run over and attack that man.
Attack that man.
Attack that man.
He's strongest too.
Uh-oh.
The second.
He exploded, but the bad way.
Oh no!
So he got a minus 3 on that attack. He is not going to hit. He's going to run up to Father Stein, and Father Stein just going to kind of gently put 2 fingers on his head, and he's just going to be swinging but not hit anything. And Father Stein is going to go, I love playing catch with you! Alright. So Strungus is out for the time being. So next up would be the etymologist. He is going to he's been kicked real hard in the face and he doesn't like that, so he is going to look at you, Wicked, and say, I don't have any good spider puns, and then a bunch of tarantulas jump at you. That is I'm guessing an 11 does not hit you.
Nope.
Yeah, alright. So you dodge the spiders Matrix style.
Gotcha.
And he moves down here. And then finally, your bow is released from the chi damage you did to him. And he looks over at you and says, it has been a pleasure talking with you. I am sorry about this, and goes to stab you. Let's see. Okay. 15?
Yeah, it's.
All right, 12 minus your toughness.
It's 5 more. So 23.
Boy, it's getting dangerous. All right. But it is now your turn.
Okay, so if I do a healing chi onto somebody who's into the death checks, does it move their wound total back up above it?
The rules that I have written down is that if you are healed under 35 wounds, the death checks all go away. However, you willingly took death checks when you were already under 35 wounds. So the way I'm going to rule this is you can choose to either remove her death checks or heal someone.
Okay.
And it'll be a fairly high DC to remove the death checks.
What happens if the death checks go away?
Then she doesn't have to make death checks. Death marks. Then she doesn't have to make death checks at the end of the battle to see if she dies.
Oh, at the end of the battle.
Yeah.
Okay. But is she unconscious now?
No,
Confused.
she just has 2 marks of death on her.
Oh. All right. Well then and she's how many wounds are you at?
23.
Oh, okay.
I'm good right now.
Okay. So Wicked looks at Ballerina Boy and says, "You can keep talking while you try and kill me," and then runs away from him and the spiders over towards
Spiders.
over towards Omega, and it's just like, don't die. And then,
Don't I?
oh wow. What happens if I get a 6 on both of them?
So that is a
boxcar.
boxcar. So now you get to roll it again.
Okay.
It's and see what you actually got, a success or a failure.
2 2s.
So that's, I think, still counts as a success because it's a 0 instead of a negative. So you do the spell you're trying to do.
Okay, my healing chi is based off martial arts checks, so martial arts is 14 plus what? Nothing
Plus
for this?
0, but
Okay.
because you rolled a boxcar, which massively improves success or massively fails failure, and since you succeeded, this is actually going to heal 28 instead of 14.
All right. So you have 2 death marks, but you're fully healed.
If you want to spend some of that excess healing on yourself too, you can.
Cool. That's 5 more, so I'm gonna knock mine down by 5.
Wow. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I
Others-
literally put Omega in between me and Ballerina Boy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Wicked
So
has become wicked ever since he got his memories back.
all right.
I'll kill
yeah,
the twink,
he's-
it's
That's
fine.
why. That's
He's
why
real-
your face
he's
says
real wicked.
wicked.
Yeah, it was actually, you were actually just given the mask in Boston. Anyway, so, all right. So Father Stein is going
Wicked.
to once again. Actually, he's gonna. He saw you come over and heal Omega, and so he is going to take a shot at you instead because you seem pretty powerful. And he gets an explosion. That okay. Okay, so it does a 21 definitely passes your defense. Your defense is what again?
14.
Okay. So that's going to be 18 minus your toughness. As he just goes,
11.
I'm so proud of you, son.
That's 11 more damage. That's
Yep.
Puts me at 29.
All right. Now that you are over 25, you are impaired by 1, so all of your rolls have a -1 from now on.
Gotcha.
Okay. Omega, you're up.
I'm going to flamethrow Dadenstein.
Okay. Sounds
Because
good.
now I have all of my points back, so I can afford to take 3 wound points.
Nice. I was wondering why you
So-
got so high in wound points, because you've been doing flamethrowers all day. Nice.
Yeah. Listen, the flamethrower is really cool. That's 3 plus, so that's a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Your
So he
damage plus
takes
2.
14 plus 2, 16 points of motherfucking damage.
Right, he takes 11. So that is he is not yet down, but man, he's looking he's starting to sway a lot. He's not putting out the fires that are all over his body.
Fire bad.
Fire bad, tree pretty. All right, continuing down the line, that puts us at let's see, that puts us at Daphne again.
Awesome. Has that portal opened up because of all the psychiatrists?
So you look around for the portal, and then you look at Strungus, and he's like, I guess you can add people to your team? Maybe you have to kill everything.
Oh my. Alright. Fine. I didn't think I really had issues with my dad, but, well, let's go! And, she's going to, rev it up real fast, and, let's see. How big is Father Stein?
He's pretty big. He's like 8 feet tall.
Okay. Yeah, she's, I guess, just like with the tire iron before, she's gonna try to kneecap him from behind with the car.
Okay.
And then, so what I think is gonna happen is she's gonna, like, slide into the back of him and then try to whip around, and so the car is in between everyone else and Father Stein.
Oh, I like it. I will give a +1 for that coolness.
This was hard to read. Okay, so that is 2 plus your 1, that's 3, so 15 plus 3 is 18.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So your damage +4.
Alright, so 12.
Yep, that's enough. You go in and you swing around, and the leg you hit just disintegrates, and then he kind of falls and just everywhere. And Father Stein is no more.
She throws open the car and looks at the doors. It's like, alright, chums, let's hit the fucking dirt. I'm sick of this place.
We still have to kill the entomologist.
Is the entomologist still alive? I thought he was dead.
Nope, it's his turn! So he's running after Wicked. He's actually not running after Wicked. He's got a bunch of flying insects holding onto his lab coat and carrying him down the field. And he's going to make a
I hate that so much.
he's going to make a claw swipe with insects at let's say Wicked, because he was fighting Wicked before. 13 doesn't hit you, right? Oh wait, 14 does though, right? I was looking at the wrong stats. Okay.
Does.
So you're going to take 10 minus your toughness as he claws insects across you and they bite and sting you.
3 more, that's supposed to be at 32.
Strungus is going to go. He's going to run up to the entomologist and just try to hit him real hard in the face.
Come on, Strungus.
Come on, Strungus!
A 12.
We still have a +2! Come on, Strungus!
Hold on. Okay. So, Strungus, yeah, do you mind if Strungus uses that +2?
Go ahead, Strungus.
Alright, Strungus is gonna whack into him then.
You're the strongest among us.
Strungus is gonna whack into him,
Among us.
and do... He says exactly, so it does 8 damage, as he just crunches through, all of the bugs and into the entomologist's face, which also smashes the bugs onto the entomologist's face. It's kind of gross. Anyway, after Strungus, it's our good friend the ballerina, who
He's still here too. He doesn't matter.
yeah, so he's going to Now, just so you know, I know if you guys could come up with a creative way to like break this thing's programming, since that's a story you're kind of telling, I am totally down for that. Pitch me stuff. But for right now, since Omega put herself between, or since somebody put themselves between him and Wicked, so he's gonna take a shot
Daphne
at
put the
Omega.
whole car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay. It's not great, gang. Well, does a 14 hit?
Yeah.
All right, so that's
Yeah.
11 more damage for you, minus your toughness.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
For-
That's not bad. That's just
wait,
two
with
then.
who?
He
For
comes.
me.
He does a whole Baraka jump in the air, and just comes down and stabs down at you. Okay. And that is the end of this sequence. So now we can all roll initiative one more time, or definitely the last time.
I exploded. Do I do it again?
No, it doesn't explode on initiative, unfortunately.
Okay. Never mind.
12 for
I
Omega.
didn't explode.
All right, so Omega is at 12. Let me do you guys first, then I'll roll the bad guys.
13.
Okay. Okay, what'd you get, Daphne?
I got a 14.
Hell yeah. All right.
And I would just like to remind that my shot cost goes down by 1.
Good. Thank you. Hey, we got another +2. Thank you, Captain Skyn.
Thank you.
Also known as the Keep Strongest Strong donations.
Strongest.
Here's a strongest among us. All right.
We need that
Okay,
as a
cool.
T-shirt.
Yes, we do. Find that on TTRPG Spinner store, which I'm sure exists. Anyway, so Daphne, you are up first.
All right. So all that's left is Ballerina Boy.
And
Ballerina
the
Boy,
entomologist.
Father Stein, and the entomologist are all standing.
I thought I got Father Stein. Oh, did his? He
Father
just
You
Stein.
totally got Father Stein. Father Stein is dead. I shouldn't
Okay.
have rolled initiative for him. Sorry. The entomologist
Okay.
and the ballerina are the only ones standing.
Okay. So. All right. So we took care of one of the holograms. So the entomologist is definitely the last team member because the holograms didn't count, as was said before. I'm going.
I like it. I like it. Using my own words against me.
She is just going. I don't know. She's going to light up another cigarette. This time, she's just gonna flick it at the entomologist and hope he catches on fire. I like this is just like an improvised weapon.
Absolutely. I love it.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and use my last fortune point. If it hits, it's gonna do 15 damage.
Oh my god, I love this.
Explodes.
Incredible.
Absolutely incredible.
She's done. She's done.
How much damage did you do? How much did you hit?
I exploded again. So
Oh my god! Keep rolling 3 times? Hell yeah! The dice want this guy dead.
Alright.
Good.
The last one was a 1, so that's 18, 19 minus 5, 14, plus 15 is 29.
Yeah, no, you got him. You got him good. The cigarette flicks out of your hand. Honestly, I'm gonna say that you spin around him in your car as you're flicking the cigarette, and it as it goes through the air towards him, this moth is like light and lands on it and catches fire, and then immediately lands on the entomologist. And as he tries to put it out, the fire spreads to another bug and another bug and another bug, and suddenly he's covered in burning bugs. And as he's trying to slap it out, of course, they all start biting and stinging him. And his last words were, "Oh no! It seems I'm allergic to bees."
He's turbo dead.
Disco Inferno
He's
is playing on the
Turbo
radio.
dead. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. So that will end our combat because I'm not going to make you guys fight the ballerina guy.
Aw, can I do a thing?
Yeah, do a thing. Please, you were up
Okay.
next.
Wicked begins running around to all the bodies of the hundreds of psychiatrists, trying to find like lapel pins that have like floral arrangements on them, and gathers up a crap ton of them, runs up to the ballerina and says, "I still love you. Please stop trying to kill me."
The ballerina goes, "I have no chut. And then the knives sheath back into his arms, and he looks at you and goes, "Sage, is that you?"
Apparently.
And then just tackle kisses you. When you get back to your world, you'll have to work out the fact that you're now in a polyamorous relationship with your ex-boyfriend and a hologram of your ex-boyfriend, but you can work that out
That's
another
hilarious.
time. So after the tackle kiss, you all stop and look around at the devastation you've wreaked among the arena, and the burning white skies appear in the sky, and you hear eyes appear in the sky. You hear Fred say, Fred's voice. It was like a British, yeah. Well done! Wow, that's one of the best fights I've ever seen. Well done. I really liked it. You know what? I think you all can have 2 weeks off. And then the portal's open in front of you.
Are 2
Jesus.
weeks off?
Yeah, go back to
Wait,
your
wait,
world
wait.
for 2 weeks, and then I'll pull you back here afterwards.
Fred, if you pull me back in here, I'm going to hunt you down.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
She brandishes her flamethrower at the sky, at the eyes.
All right, all three of you make an intimidation check of some kind. I know Daphne has it. Everybody else might have to do a plus 7, but
Yeah.
or is it Omega who has it? Somebody has it.
I exploded.
I have it.
Wow. Yeah, so did I.
16.
Okay.
18.
I got a 14.
I only needed a 17. So the eyes kind of look back and forth between all of you, and then look at Wicked, who is not threatening him, and just looks happy with his new hollow boyfriend, and decides, are you sure? There's fabulous prizes at the end of the tournament.
And then
Taking
revs up
strongest
the...
with us.
Yeah. Strongest is the prize.
Revs the... Just like, over his voice, just like...
All right.
Alright, everybody, let's
Well-
go get smoothies.
Well, if you ever change your mind, you have my number. And you all see the portals opening to your worlds.
Can I go to
those three
Daphne's
portals-
world? I don't want to go to mine. Mine sucks.
Hey,
Absolutely.
same. We'll just...
Yeah, we're all going to Daphne's world.
Okay, great. Absolutely. So the three
I don't know if
of
my
you.
flat's big enough for all of us, but we'll make room. Henry can use some new friends.
So the three of you and Strungus and Ballerina Man, who I probably should have given a name, all arm in arm, off to see the wizard strive through Daphne's.
His
Oh no,
name
you all
is
pile into the
Mal.
car, magnetize your butt to the roof,
Yeah, thank you.
and drive your way through the portal, which you can see is leading directly onto the M4. So you'll need to get some speed in order to match the highway and not get hit. So you take a couple laps around the arena and then drive right through the portal. And meanwhile, in London, suddenly a 1973 Aston Martin appears out of nowhere on the freeway with a weird crumbling zombie cyborg man, a holographic ballerina with knives on their arms, and someone magnetically attached to the roof by their ass. So many people are filming you right now as you move down the highway, blazing towards the sunset. And that is where we will
Daphne
wrap up
holds
this
up
game.
a hand for a fist bump. Omega.
It's okay.
Don't
Fist
you?
bumps. So many fist bumps. All of us get fist bumps.
Everybody online is just gonna
freeze
think.
frame.
Yeah, everybody online
Yeah.
is just going to think the photo was AI generated anyway.
Yeah,
so it's fine.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
strongest looks like AI generated, honestly.
Strongest is the AI generating things.
Yeah. So thank you all so much for playing with me. I hope you had fun with Feng Shui. I love this game. There's much more to it than I remembered today, but I think it's fun to keep it fast and loose with the system
So
too.
much fun.
It was
Like
fun.
my jaw actually hurts just from like
Yes.
how much smiling and laughing I was doing. This game is so ridiculous in the best of ways.
It's so great.
The first time we
Obsessed.
played it, my wife played the old master character, and instead of the Sifu, and instead of an umbrella, she was playing a grandma, so she replaced the umbrella with a sandal that she would just slap people around with. It was amazing.
Chocolate, yeah.
Yep.
That was because you've been playing 500 Psychiatrists, so that was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. That's how you knew they were bad psychiatrists. They were quoting Freud. Anyway, for those of you watching, thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for all of your donations and all the amazing changes they made to the game. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel right here, Tabletop Spinners, because they are an amazing group that do amazing things, and your donations have just helped them do more. So you all rock. The audience rocks. Let us go around really quick and say who we are and where people can find us. Hello, my name is Mikey Fatum. I am Vengeance God on Twitter and Blue Sky. I am Broken Infinity Films on Instagram and Vengeance God 2 on TikTok. But more importantly, I would love it if you could go to leagueofswords.com. That is my show that I create that is professional wrestling, but with sword fights. We've done a couple of shows around the LA area. It's really fun. I hope you'll enjoy it. It's got a very cheesy 90s veneer to it. If you liked this game, you'll like League of Swords a lot. So thank you very much. Gus, go!
I'm Gus. I'm on the internet, but not really anywhere that's social. You can see me every other Tuesday on Pluto Cleric's Twitch channel on a game that for some reason is completely leaving my memory at the moment as to what the game is about. But yeah, okay. That's where I'm at.
All right, Dusty.
My name is Dusty. Again, you can find me on most socials as Dusty Penny, sometimes with 2 Y's, sometimes with 1, depending. But you can also find me every Friday on Rainbow Dice Club. Tales of 3 is the name of what we're doing now. I play an Eladrin druid who is British and a bitch, and I love her so very dear. She is amazing. You can find us on socials at Rainbow Dice Club. It's just a really fun game. We are all 3 of us are also the GMs, so it's 3 GMs play your 3 PCs.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Dusty,
it's a lot
looks
of
like
fun.
Yeah, because my memory kicked in. It's a Fae-based Power Rangers game every other Tuesday.
Oh.
So yeah.
I need to see this game. All right. Last but not least, Luna.
Yes, I am Luna. I go by Sing Luna on some social medias. I'm not really that prolific on social media, but you can find me Mondays on Twitch on Dirty 20 Gaming, where I play in a Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG game called Grave New World. I play May Lipinski, a budding witch with magic magnet powers that blow up when she gets upset. So it's great, it's a fun time, and I know Mike made a Buffy quote earlier, and I was like, yes!
I did. So you know that next game you have to magnetize that ass. All right. Again, Tabletop Tailspinners is a wonderful channel, so give them all of your support and love. Follow all these lovely people on social media, except Gus, who doesn't want you to find him. And we will see you. We'll all see you in our next things, and keep it here for all kinds of amazing role-playing games. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Everybody do a fighting pose. Fighting pose. Fighting pose.